Cheers, Oscar. Thanks for the lead up. Welcome to the Top Four
Me?
podcast. We are
What's
live,
going on?
baby. We are live. Okay.
Nah,
We
but the
are
video
live.
is on.
Big man.
The
I ain't got the
is
video.
still on, my guy.
Video's not on, my friend.
My screen went down.
Brother, you got two streams open, man. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Bro, that was yo. That's a StreamYard error. That's not me. Yeah, I did my job.
I saw a video. I saw it.
I didn't see nothing.
Anyway,
I
let's
saw
go.
no video.
Let's go. We're live.
Welcome to the Top Four podcast. My name is Peter. Everyone, calm the flip down. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm joined by Oscar, a Chelsea fan.
Todd Bowley went to France in a Lamborghini, brought us back a centre back. Benoit Badiashile. Look, tomorrow night, my season is over. I'm so glad for the end of the 2022-23 campaign. This might be my last episode on the pod. There's no reason for me to be here after this week.
I know that feeling. I'm joined by AD, a Liverpool fan.
I also know that feeling. I'm literally here for personal pride, and I hope the players today away at Ellen Road, I hope they're doing professional pride, because yeah, man, it's diabolical what I've seen all year. Absolutely farcical, man. Had enough.
Well, will you come to Ellen Road? Of course, Leeds taking on Liverpool as we speak live, and AD is corresponding on behalf of the Top Four magazine. I'm joined by Robinho, a Manchester United fan.
Guys, I decided to wear all black today,
Sure.
because, like when Van Dijk suddenly died on the pitch when he faced Jordan Pickford, my defender died on Thursday night. So we have to drink up pour one, because now I understand how they felt when they lost the defender. So we got to pour one.
Hold that.
Martinez.
Pour one for the butcher.
We got to pour one. We got to pour one for the butcher. Guys, I have been so depressed since Thursday, but I've been so depressed. When you lose your best player in a crucial time, it is not the one. But
it's crazy what happens in midweek for European football action. And I'm joined by special guest this week. We've got Lola in the building, Arsenal fan. Hello indeed. Of course, I think it's only right, Oscar.
Can I go to these comments? Because there's people here that are listening.
Hit them up, man. Hit them up.
Are you serious?
Big up Taha. He says, big up people. Champions elect crumbling. I will be there no matter what. I'm right there with you, Taha. I'm right there with you.
More than you believe.
More than you believe.
More than you believe.
Nathan says, hold tight those on 40 points.
Hey,
who's on 40 points?
Oscar's a nice guy, you know.
Not me.
That's it, not me.
I'm on 39.
No, you lot are still shy of 40.
Murad says, good evening to the greatest football podcast to air on a night where I'm offering 2-for-1 offers on my stocks. He's here to double down. # champions elect. What are you not saying?
I rate it.
Get the price while you can, man. Get the price while you can, people.
Shout out to Nathan, who's trying to adjust the scores in the comments. I'm watching it live. I'm live at Ellen Road. You can't trick me. You can't tell me it's 1-0 when it's not. Tahar says, I heard people saying the butcher got cut. The butcher got cut. Big up Balotelli's only Premier League assist. Shout out to the special guest who hasn't confirmed her position on Champions Elect. We will get there, Murad. We will get there.
I think we need to get her to answer that question.
He wants a new confirmation. Tahar says, Oscar, it's calm. Shout out all the boys still in the Champions League. A lie? How about that UCL? How about that?
I need to bring up.
This is where the big boys play.
I need to bring up something on the
Tahar, give it 24 hours, mate. Give it 24.
Give it Wednesday. Let's see.
Speaking of where the big boys play, there's a new player that wants to enter the game. Big up Generous Dave in the building.
Oh, Generous Dave, an Arsenal fan. What's going on in Dave?
Listen, yeah. Big up Dave. Big up Dave. I'm saying from day one, he said keep it calm. Big up, Dave.
Peter, yeah, Peter, you have no shame. You have no shame. You have no shame, bruv.
Why is Peter
Guys,
got
ladies and gentlemen, yeah, this guy's all up in the WhatsApp group saying I cannot celebrate this title. We don't.
Mirad, I just want to say, Mirad, David is not allowed to celebrate with us this summer. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not. And there's a
I've
few
been-
people there's a few people at work, by
I've
the
been
way,
banned.
that
Hey,
are on
wait.
that hit list. There's a few of you on that
Hey,
hit list, by the way.
Hey, Oscar, I've been banned, yeah, and we haven't even lifted the trophy yet, bruv. Yeah.
Like,
Did you see the way Peter said that? He said it like a pastor. He said David is not allowed to celebrate with
I'm
us.
not allowed
The
to
hand
celebrate.
movements were killing me. The hand movements were killing me.
Okay. Oscar, once again, bruv. At 2-0, I'm at work, so I'm working in the park today. I'm working in the park yesterday, yeah. At 2-0, bruv, you saw what I put in the group, bruv. I am not watching this game anymore. 3 points in the bag, bruv. 3 points in the bag.
What else did you say?
Oh, I told Peter to
What else
leave.
did you say?
Hey, I told Peter to leave.
Peter was at the game. He texted Peter and said, "Peter, leave the game. We've won."
Mate, I wish the internet was working in the stadium, because had I seen that, I might have taken you up on it there, David. I must admit.
Bro,
He said, "Go Stratford, Westfield, get Popeyes early, avoid the queue."
bruv,
Brown.
avoid that traffic, blood.
That would have been the highlight of the day.
Oh, Lord have mercy. By the way, okay, let's kick it off. Okay, we've delayed 6 minutes now before getting into this story. Is there any more comments Oscar we need to address before we get going?
No, we're ready to go, Peter. We're ready to go.
First of all, getting out of West Ham's London Stadium is one of the worst experiences I think I've ever had. Coming out of a place it's in London. It's got transport links. It's got Westfield. It's got land everywhere, and yet we are all bottlenecked into going towards Stratford Station and Westfield. It's a horror show of an egress. Okay,
well,
that's first and foremost.
we did say that you should have rode there. We did say that.
Yeah, you should.
Even then, even if you took even if you took a bike, where will it take me? It won't take me anywhere. I'll end up on the Isle of Dogs. I don't want to be on the Isle of Dogs. What am I doing over there? Do you know what I mean? I literally, mate. If you were walking, doesn't matter, mate. It was an absolute.
Mental question.
That's a wild question.
Listen,
I'm not answering that.
Listen, it might.
I'm not answering that.
Listen, shout out to everyone, yeah. But yeah, we got to kick things off. Listen, Lola, David, I think you lot want to take the floor, because I think my stance is going to be quite different to the rest of y'all. Maybe.
Let's
wait and
start
see.
with Lola, because the question has been asked to Lola on
dissect.
multiple occasions.
Yes.
Can you confirm your position? Maybe you can start by telling us your thoughts on the game, and then afterwards confirm your position.
I'll confirm my position in terms of saying this. I said if we beat Liverpool, I'll say we'll win the league. Did we beat them?
No, you didn't.
Exactly. So my stance is correct as what it is like let the season finish. This is what it's been at the start of the season. I'm not changing it now.
What is your position? That we won't win it?
I'm going game by game. I've been seeing this from the start. I haven't changed.
How many splinters have you got on your thighs there? Come on. Come on.
So your logic is I have to pick a side because of I'm basing it based on what I want.
Just based on the question. The question is being asked.
I said if we beat Liverpool, I would have said we are winning the league. Did we beat Liverpool? No. So my stance is what it is.
So your stance is that you're not winning the league.
My stance is we'll see what happens.
I can see the bleeding, fam. I can see the bleeding. Talk to me about the game. What did you think? West Ham United 2, Arsenal 2, in case you've been living under a rock. Give me your thoughts, man. What your thoughts were of the 90?
It was a game of nonsense and cockiness. It was a game where we were very clearly the better team. We scored the first goal fairly easily. We scored the second goal very easily. And then a bag of them decided to pretend like they had already won the game after 10 minutes. And then we're just messing about for the rest of the game. And then you had number 5 who decided to say, let me just kind of have random brain fart and let me try and do a rainbow flick over in the midfield over a big boy that is Declan Rice and see what happens. What happened? You got
6'2", you know.
I can't believe you got nicked. Penalty happened. Then it's 2-1. The rest of the half, he was atrocious. a lot of the players were just decided just literally their heads went, and any kind of composure they had disappeared. And then I'm thinking, okay, first half, whatever. Second half, you're 2-1 down. Don't do a repeat of the last game. Just kind of see it out. They got worse, not all of them, but the ones who were poor in the first half got worse. And it was a case of no composure, lack of bottle from both the players and the manager, because the manager decided to absolutely not change up anything, not switch up players, and then when he did make subs, it was the complete wrong subs. In my opinion, we had 4 average to good players in yesterday's game. It was Jesus, it was Martinelli, it was Odegaard, and it was Tierney. Out of those 4 I just mentioned, how many of them actually completed the full 90? I'll tell you, 0.
0.
The 4 best players on that will play for Arsenal did not finish the game. Players who were rubbish stayed on the pitch. And I'm saying, as in, like, players who were ghost, Xhaka was nowhere to be seen. Holding is holding. Ben White, after a bit, just disappeared. Saka was atrocious. And he was our worst attacker, and yet he was on the pitch. In a game where you want to win it, because you've got pegged back to 2-2, why would you ever take off your most creative player? Like, you took off Odegaard to bring on what? Eddie and Ketcher for what? You took off Jesus as their best player for what? You took off Martinelli, who was one of our best attackers, for what? Everything made no sense. The manager decided, the level of people saying the Arsenal bottling and looking at players, you have to look at Arteta. But this is not the first time he's managed to bottle switching things up and understand how the game is going, and then make horrendous subs that make the situation worse. And for my own agenda, the Luigi brother came on the pitch and did nothing. What did he do? He got spun a couple of times and then was just in the midfield.
Interesting. David, what you got to say about this game?
Big man thing once again, cuz. First 10 minutes, champagne football, cuz. Big man. Man's at work. I got the thing, obviously, man's working. I can't have it on loud thing. But man seeing crosses, Martinelli doing his thing. Jesus tapping. My number 9 is scoring. He's doing his job, bro.
Yeah, boy.
That's all I'm asking for. I have no complaints, but then we do stupidness once again. And I keep telling you, Pete, you should know this team, cuz. Once again, you should recognize that feeling when Saka 2-1 up with a penalty, misses it. 2 minutes later, they're going to score, bruv. Remember all those Champions League moments? Welbeck, Lord Bentner missing chances and buying goals, slapping us up, bruv. This feeling's familiar. Do you recognize it, yeah? Bruv. Fam. 2-0 up and you're taking them. Once again, you're giving teams life. This is not the part of the season where you start giving these relegation fodder life. Killed the game.
I love that
word. Bro.
I love that
word. We saw it yesterday. Man City yesterday got away with one. Yesterday against Leicester. We saw what could have happened, but they got away with it. Yesterday, we didn't. And we fumbled. That's 2 points dropped. Unnecessary, bruv.
For sure.
On, once he took off Jesus, yeah. Once he took off Jesus, I knew we're not scoring, bruv. We weren't scoring.
I can't even believe.
And I told you, Pete, bro, you do not sign. When you're going for the league, yeah, you don't sign Trossard, blood. I'm sorry, cuz.
I don't think
why did Trossard catch a stray?
Where's the mentality, winning mentality from?
The one that you should be looking at, in my opinion, because the winning mentality.
Because this is no. This is no. Hold on, I was coming. Lola, hold on. Let me finish.
Okay.
Hold on,
okay,
bro.
I was to say.
We bought Jesus. Yeah, we bought Jesus as Zinchenko. Okay, Zinchenko's injured, but we bought this winning mentality. We bought, yeah. Taking the piss, 2-0 up, and you start taking the piss, blood. Are you dumb? 75% possession in the first half. 75, blood. And we went up only 2-1. Nah, bro, Pete, bro, this team needs to light, bro. 2 weeks in a row, blood. I bought stock, and they let man down. Nah, bro.
Where's your stock? You sold it,
bro.
You sold the stock.
Enough off, bruv. Immediately, bruv. Immediately, guys.
Remember on the exchange, man was live on Wall Street, just selling, to anyone that would buy. Oscar, let's see some comments before I give a take as well, man. Let's see what people had to say regarding Lola Davis talk.
Tahar was watching the game. He said he 2-0.
First of all, when he said he woke up at 2-0,
hey, that's insane.
That's at least 2:15. That's at
least. Yeah, the young generation are crazy with it.
Nah, they're wild with it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Oscar, we know from the youngest boy, the younger experiences, boy.
That's our free Sunday services, you know.
Oh my days.
A couple more, but then we can get into your opinion. Asad said, I literally went to go pray before the Arsenal game. I got ready to put on the game, and Arsenal were 2-0 up. I didn't want to watch anymore. That's fair.
Guys, can we hold on that comment? Please, someone tell me you saw what Hugh Izzy did when he was watching this game.
Oh, no. What did he do?
So, I think, what was it? It was 2-1 at the moment, and he was like, "Oh, we're gonna bottle this." He starts praying. As soon as he said like "Amen," it became 2-2, and he flipped out.
No. Fair dues, Assad. Fair dues. I hear that.
Pete, I just want to say something quick though. On the game, yeah. Over the Easter period, yeah, I watched Too Fast, Too Furious. It came on ITV, yeah.
Ooh,
great film.
Luda.
You don't plan to watch something. You just flick it on and then you end up watching the whole thing. It was fantastic.
Yeah, them vibes
fantastic. There. But in that movie, you see cruise control at its peak. You know, at 2-0, Arsenal were Paul Walker in fourth gear, cruising.
Samba.
Guys, I'm a football romantic. I like to believe anything can happen. But at the second goal, it's over for West Ham. It's over. There's nothing they can possibly get out of this game.
There was no need to watch the game.
I've never seen a team so convincingly swept away in the first 25 minutes. It was done. It was done and dusted. And the one man that got them back in the game, shout out Declan Rice, man. He done his thing. But yeah, Pete,
he did do his thing. I think. Listen, look. What Lola and David have said about that game, or concerning that game, is definitely factual. I think, we when I say pissed on, we turned up to East London, yeah, like it was my ends, blood. You know what I'm saying? Like the Arsenal turned up all in black. You know what I'm saying? This time, head to toe in black, right? And just ran up on man. Like they just literally came and just started just robbing everyone that they could, right? The football was easy. Listen, the sun was baking. I was getting a tan. You know what I'm saying? We were singing songs. It was lovely. We told West Ham they'd only come to see the Arsenal at 2-0, right? We were living La Vida Loca. And then, as you guys pointed out, like literally, we didn't come out of second gear. Like we just stayed in second gear. And it was very much I saw a lot of arrogance in all honesty. There was a lot of like, yeah, this game, because as Oscar says, in it, the game was so convincing, like Paul Walker in fourth gear, yeah. Like we were so gone. Like, and West Ham, by the way, last home game, what happened to them? They got eaten 5 by Newcastle. So I was getting ready to, I started thinking about goal difference. I said, let's catch City's goal difference, because City had the opportunity on Saturday and didn't really capitalize on the goal difference, did they? Because in the end, they were kind of like, it could have been 3-2, it could have been 3-3, whatever. There was a lot of arrogance in that football, and it's crazy that this has happened 2 weeks in a row, that we went 2-0 up and we've left with a point in each game.
Well,
yeah, that's extremely.
According to Twitter, 2-0 is the most dangerous line in football.
Oh, shut up.
It's happening.
It's the worst. It's actually the worst. No, it's not. In fact, I've already.
I experienced it this week as well, so I can't chat.
Guys, 2-0. Go look at the statistics. Go look at the statistics. Yeah, 2-0. People that lead 2-0. Guess what? Almost 80% of the time lead as winners. So it's not. So you're saying, okay, so that means it's not the most dangerous scoreline, is it? It's not.
No, but Peter, Party's not trying to fit the ball over Declan Rice's head at 1-0, though, is he?
Yeah.
That was playing in his slippers. That was comfortable. How dare he?
You heard them.
No, but at 1-0, he doesn't try to flick it over. At 3-0, he probably does, and it goes off because
it goes off.
And it's At 2-0, you don't do that. Especially
The
at
thing
10,
is,
whatever.
yeah,
He's a madman anyway.
here's the criticism I think we can all agree though with Arsenal's both at Anfield and here. The same problem we see, right? So they didn't learn from last week's mistake. This week, yeah, you need to go and kill. Okay, you need to go there and stab them in the eye, for goodness sake, because we were killing them. We were killing them in the first 10 minutes, but football's 90 minutes, as we all know. Oh, yeah, Oscar, I'm talking death. I'm talking like we need to go out there and let teams know, oh, by the way, here are your champions, okay? Step back, okay? Liverpool, step back at Anfield, okay? We're 10 minutes in, 20 minutes in. We're telling them to step back. West Ham, you don't even belong in this league. That's what we were doing to them, right? We're making them think, man, maybe the championship's for us. The idea that we then, I don't know, we don't continue, you know what I'm saying? We don't continue to go into third and fourth gear and kill the game dead. Like at halftime, I should be able to leave the stadium and go home. I should be able to, because 2 occasions, and you know what? It was so funny. Do you remember I said to you guys in the group chat before the Liverpool game? I said, look, I've watched Arsenal away from home. I know what this team is capable of. Fulham away, for example, it was 3-0 at halftime. The game was over. And that's Fulham, yeah, who have been very, very decent, very, very good before, before they met Man United in the cup and have lost players and whatnot, right? We're talking about a good Fulham side at the time. We battered Leicester, albeit Leicester and whatever else, right? I could go on all day long. The truth of the matter is that they have twice now let the Leeds go. But let me give you an ounce of hope. This is the reason why we will still be champions at the end of the season. Simply because of this. The fear that I would be more scared of, let's say, is if Arsenal just became stuck in these games. So say 2-0 at Anfield, and then all of a sudden Liverpool turned it on and Arsenal didn't know what to do. And same with West Ham. All of a sudden, Arsenal didn't know what to do. I would be more concerned about that. We would start talking about plan Bs and can Mikel adapt and change and blah, blah, blah. It's not that. In both occasions, we are talking about an arrogance that the players think, it's them ones, it's too easy. It's too easy, isn't it? Like in games, we were finding it too easy and we thought, job done. No. The job is not done at minute 25. It can't be done. That's the Premier League for you, right? So my fear is this. And by the way, as well, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. It's still normal service is resumed, because had we won at West Ham, guess what? The rule still applies. Arsenal need to go and win every game and make sure they get a result again at City. They need to just match Manchester City between now and the end of the season, and they are champions. And I get it. Man City have won 10 games in a row. Guess what, guys? They're not going to win the next 8 Premier League games in a row. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it.
Are you sure?
Listen, I love everyone's faith in other teams except themselves, okay? Listen, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, okay? It's not going to happen because this man...
Babe, have you seen... Whoa. Hold on, bruv. Hey, stop right there,
What have I said that's so crazy? I said I love how everyone's faith is in other teams.
Adrian, I need you to enter.
What I'm saying is, here's the thing. Listen, check this, yeah? David, hang on a second. We're 4 points clear, like give or take the game in hand, right? We're 4 points clear at the top of the Premier League, right? And if Man City win their game in hand, we're 1 point ahead of them at the top of the Premier League, right? And we got to face them, so it's in our hands, right? As much as it is in their hands, right? But for some strange reason, Arsenal have lost this league title, being 4 points clear at this moment in time, more than the fact that everybody's convinced City are going to win 8 games in a row.
Peter, what did I say? Yeah, I said yeah. Wait. I said before Liverpool Anfield, yeah. I said Anfield, Etihad, and St. James Park.
Yeah.
Win those don't lose those, and you win the league. You've dropped 2 at where you're not supposed to drop 2.
David, there's still 24 points up for grabs.
I don't give a
there's
damn.
24. You should, because this is the maths. This is the maths. We've got 24 points to go for, and one of them is against the team that we're. What would be more scary, guys? Yeah, is if Man City didn't have to play Arsenal, because I hear all this. Arsenal got to go to the Etihad. Okay, fine. City have to play Arsenal this year, the best team in the country. Okay, so it's not every day like, oh, we should all go out there and everyone's sweating. What if we go? Bro, what else can I do, AD? What else can I do? Here's the thing, yeah? We could finish on 90 points this season and lose the league, okay? Fine. We lose the league and we've got 90 points, okay? And now I know what it's like to be a Liverpool fan because it frigging hurts. However, at the same time, why are we so sure City are going to do X, Y, and Z? But when it's Arsenal, Newcastle away, we got this. How many tests did we have this season that we passed? How many times?
Because I know my team. Because
Do
I
you
know
though?
my
Do
team.
you
Yeah, I
though?
do know
Because
them.
here's the
They've done
thing,
it
David.
yesterday.
David,
They've
here's
done
the
it
thing.
yesterday
Here's the thing.
again.
On Friday, when we play
Idiots,
Southampton
man.
on Friday, and I'll tell you this, I can almost guarantee you this: we're not going to make that same mistake again by getting too cocky. Because when Arsenal go 2-0 up against Southampton, which is going to happen, every man and his dog here knows it's going to happen. Okay, we will go 3, 4, and 5 and kill them off. Then we go to
Yeah.
the Etihad, 7 points clear. At the end of the day, you've got points on the board versus games in hand, and we've got to face the team that. Because if we beat Man City, guess what? People ain't gonna say, "Oh, it's Arsenal's title," are they?
Yeah.
They're not gonna say that
Yeah.
because they'll
We
be
win the
looking at
league.
Arsenal. They'll
We
be looking
won
at
the
Arsenal
league.
playing
We won the
Brighton.
league,
Arsenal still got to play Chelsea. Arsenal still got to play
if we
Brighton.
beat,
We've got
hey,
to play Newcastle. You know, everyone's gonna be
as I
giving up
said,
another excuse. So,
as I
David,
said,
David,
I said the free
listen.
grounds. I said the free grounds. That's all I said. I said the free grounds.
The
Don't drop
champagne
any
here
more
is
points.
on ice. The champagne here is on friggin' ice.
You
And
hold
all I'll
tight.
say to you is this. Is simply this. You're not allowed to celebrate with me. Okay?
I
At
don't
the
give
end
a
of the
damn.
day, I don't care.
I
You're
don't
not
give a
allowed to
damn.
celebrate with me because at the
I won't
end of the
celebrate.
friggin'
At
day,
least I know I have a
Arsenal
league title
are
in my life.
4
I'm serious.
points clear with 8 games to go.
I will
We are
enjoy.
4 points
Hey,
clear.
listen. I will
Whether-
enjoy that league title, my first league title in my
David,
life. So
hang on,
relax, guys.
hang on, David and Lola, right? Regardless if we had beaten West Ham or not, the mantra is still the same. You got to win the rest of the games and match. You got to match Man City. You just have to match Man City's results.
Nah.
What's just
West Ham was
now?
inexcusable.
Why
West Ham was
are you-
inexcusable.
Why are you switching the goalpost? Wait, go Lola. Go.
Wait there. How?
No, because nobody. I didn't say it is in our hands. I never once even said it technically is. So that's not, you're not lying. No one said it's not. No one said what second we dropped from first. The whole point is you. Everyone loves to use context about games, about plays. You have to use it in title races as well. The context is one team has been here before, one hasn't. One team has a better run of form and has momentum, because momentum matters in football, whether we like it or not. It does, and it matters within games, and it matters when you're building up to something. That's why in games you can see what the second momentum.
But City have played one more game than us. If you're gonna say momentum, City are unbeaten in 10 and we're unbeaten in 9. Let's not do this.
No, but look at this. I'm not talking about. I don't care about stats. I'm talking about a bit. Okay, wonderful.
Momentum.
Yeah, momentum is. Look at the difference when you look at City. This is if you look at Arsenal's one. You just look at how they play. Look at the kind of, or even if like City may or may not have got lucky, or maybe it was tight against Leicester, they still managed to win it. It was tight against West Ham. We managed to draw it. There's the kind of difference, and the momentum is they won the game.
It's too narrow.
You're hearing me say it's crap. I didn't say we're crap.
Fine margins, though.
Difference in these kind of situations, the margins are minimal. And yes, I didn't deny the points difference is still there. I'm not saying it's a guarantee City have won it. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. We've lost it. I'm saying let's not pretend that the cushion isn't necessary in this kind of thing, because we have got players who haven't been there before versus players who have. We have got a manager who hasn't been there before as the main guy and the one who hasn't. You have to look at it, and it's showing within how we're playing. It's showing within how we've won or even drawn this game. This game, like we were saying, my whole thing was I said City, Liverpool, don't lose. So on those two aspects, I don't mind, because like I said it to Oscar earlier, the Liverpool game, I went in assuming it was going to be a draw anyway. So I wasn't fussed until I found out how, because I wasn't in the country, I was enjoying myself. So I wasn't sure how the game actually went until someone told me. I was like, oh, how we got the draw was a different matter. But I went and going with a draw, whatever. The West Hams, the Southampton, every other game that's not City and Liverpool, you had to win. Like it or not, you can say, yes, we're technically 4 points. The point of the matter is, these kind of things, you just kind of need that boost, because like in situations where the gap isn't big enough, and you have players and people who are young or people who are inexperienced in the situation, you need just a bit of comfort. I'm not denying that we could sometimes come to Arsenal and we'll slap them, but that's not unexpected. Even how I'm annoyed about the West Ham game, I'm not unexpected. I'm not switching up and thinking we're not going to win. Like if you ask me for a prediction against Southampton game, I'm going to say probably like a 4-0. But also, if it comes to that game on Friday at 10 o'clock and it says 1-1, do you think I'll be shocked? No, I won't be shocked. I can tell this kind of thing.
So you won't be in shock if we drew 1-1 to Southampton on Friday? Are you sure?
Trey Adams.
Well,
Injured.
You're lucky. Live. You caught live.
Pete, here's the point.
No. So a Ward-Prowse zone is coming.
It's
coming.
I can see the podcast now.
No, but what I'm saying is,
People's gonna unconnect his headset and walk off.
no, no, you only heard the things at points. I just said I am expecting a 4-0, but if it was said 1-1 by the game ending, I wouldn't be shocked based on momentum and how things are looking via the team. Like I said, I expect a 4-0. If it ended up 1, I'll be annoyed, but I wouldn't be shocked if, of course, we drop points in this kind of run. Because, like it or not, we have got players who have a situation, an issue with going a bit shaky in the legs, and they've shown it more than once.
Yeah, the pressure was on.
And
For example,
I'm not saying it's soft underbelly because, like you said, we've had plenty of challenges this whole season, but you've shown it that the steel is there, where you can't deny how certain players have settled and moving, the kind of way they were playing, the kind of way they're acting. Arrogance as well as shaky legs came into this game, and it's an issue. So, and then also moving away from that, players. If you look at the way our defensive line is post Saliba and pre-Saliba, it's a madness. Rob Holding has yanked our defensive line into hell.
Roberts.
We were conceding
Bobby.
goals without him to begin with. Let's just be clear.
No,
Let's be clear.
talking about the
Holding's not the stick I'm going to beat with.
You're not hearing what I'm
Who's it? Who is it, Pete?
Oscar, hold on. Peter, you're not
Because
hearing. You're talking about conceding goals. Everyone concedes goals. Like it's not Chelsea have the best defensive line there, and them man are crap. It's not about what's conceding it. Look at how we're playing, how we're building up. Look at how we're holding in defense as opposed to Saliba. Look how deep we are when it's holding in defense as opposed to the Saliba. Look how much work the rest of the defenders have to do when it's holding as opposed to when it's Saliba. Look how high and how often Ben White goes up and down when it's holding as opposed to Saliba. Look how much Antonio is actually attacking our defensive line.
Eating.
Compare the West Ham home game when Antonio did start off doing that, and compare this one, and he carried on at the same. Antonio switched sides when he was playing the first time because he couldn't get anything out of Saliba. He didn't get anything out of Gabriel either, but the point is he couldn't do anything. With Holding was getting yammed up by both Ben Rama and Antonio, and it was hilarious. And this is not me giving a pass to Gabriel because he gave away the penalty, and he left. And he obviously, I think, and this is not me letting them man up, but I'm talking about in terms of like how we play and the actual fine margins. You can talk about, oh yes, this one gave away the penalty. Penalty doesn't happen if Party doesn't do that stupid. But look at how we play. These things matter. Holding can't pass like Saliba. Holding makes people look more fearful when it's him. There's certain aspects he brings into this team, but it's a bit mad. And the fact that Saliba's probably not going to be back until after the City game tells you everything. I'm not saying we're losing all these games, but there's an obvious difference. The same as an obvious difference when it's
I only believe that the difference. Yeah, I only believe the difference is simply this: like it's the arrogance and the cockiness. If we can take that off, we'll be fine. We're gonna win the rest of the games this season, and maybe Man City is our cup final. And also, by the way, Mikel obviously, as per usual, holds the blame when it comes to substitutions because he can't get subs right. He doesn't know what he's doing when it comes to substitutions, and that's just
Second week in a row.
I mean, not just the second week in a row. Every defeat, every drop points we've had this season, we can all look and think. You know, at Old Trafford he brought on 3, he took 3 off. Nobody knows what they were doing.
Killed the rhythm of the game completely.
Yeah, he did.
Even some of the games we've won, it's in the same thing. Because like I said earlier, how do you sub off the 4 best players when either momentum's there? You subbed off Jesus, Martinelli, Odegaard, and Tierney. Brought on Vieira. I think Eddie.
Jesus is precaution though. Couldn't you argue Jesus? He's been out for 5 months. Like it's precaution.
As a manager, I've seen Pep do it. I've seen other managers do it. You tweak it. You force him to say, for the last few minutes, don't come back as much. Save your energy for the Cannoneer part. Don't let him come back as much, and you switch it up. You don't take him off the pitch. For Trossard, who I rate, you take Trossard. Maybe if you took off Martinelli, keep Jesus on, and take off someone else. You don't take off our best player. He was literally our best player, the best striker as well as the best player. And
you took him off when? What was that? Was that 2-1 or was it 2-2?
Right, no, 2-2. But right after, I think we just had a shot on goal, and it was him. We took him right off. The momentum was gone. It was completely finished. He did that.
Yeah. So look, the mistakes that I think we have to sort of solve first and foremost, heading into Friday and to next Wednesday, is no mucking about. Like because Arsenal will get to second gear. We've shown we can do it every single week, and it doesn't matter who we're playing. Any team we can get in second gear. And when we go to Southampton on Friday, and we go to Man City next week, and we go to Chelsea the week after. Once you're in second gear, don't let the handbrake sort of go. Do you know what I'm saying? Carry on, go out there and show yourself, because the pressure really and truly, like for City will feel like they have to win because they're at home. You know the ones, they're at home, they're playing Arsenal and they're hunting for the title, right? And everybody's got the momentum seems to, I don't know, the wind seems to be blowing Man City's way. However, I still feel like whatever Arsenal's job was to do last week is still the same this week. So I'm not fussed, I'm not worried at all. I think they'll snap that arrogance straight off. And what's his name? Mikel's words were very, very good in terms of, just he criticized the players and he said, look, they got too comfortable. They started doing flicks and tricks at 2-0. It's unacceptable in this league. So he's made the message clear.
I didn't watch it. Did he also take some blame for himself?
Of course he wouldn't. Why would he?
Because he caused the
Why
issue
would
as
he?
well.
Yeah.
I've heard
You got to tell me.
I've heard Bear Man say, if you've also done wrong, also admit it. Did he admit it?
No. He's never have. He
What
never has.
Exactly. So I'm not hearing him about, oh yeah, he did the right, he blamed players. Okay, I go shit.
No, but I like that though, because at the end of the day, I want to see that, I want to see that we're seeing the same thing here. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm always correct or anything like that, but like if my manager shows me it, then I'm like, at least I can be like, all right, he gets it.
Yeah, cool. And I also want him to see him also take the blame as well, because you also caused that as well.
Listen, hang on. You're going to blame him for the first half. You're going to blame him that the fact that the players took their foot off the gas.
Doing this thing again. I said.
No, I'm saying, you saying he should take responsibility? So are you saying he's responsible for the first half
as well? I didn't say he's taking.
I don't think he should. I don't think he should take any. It's not his fault Saka missed the penalty, by the way. Which, by the way, he let us down. By the way, Saka let us down. Let's be very clear.
I was waiting for this.
No, he did. In the context of the match, he let us down that day. Because when it comes to the big moments, no, I'm not saying you didn't say that. Just relax for a second. I'm saying that, for example, the first, let's say when it should have been 3-1 to Arsenal, Mikel is absolved of any blame of it because it's got nothing to do with him. He was on that pitch bollocking his players every single time we were too slow.
It was 2-2. When it was 2-2, he messed everything up. You have no blind.
What I'm saying, that's not what I said, is it? I said the first.
We're doing the same thing here.
No, we're not. I'm not giving. You're saying, all right, never mind. We'll move on. Oscar, any comments in the comment section before
There's
we
been
move
so
games?
many comments, but before we get to the rest of the comments, Liverpool are 1-0 up at Ellen Road. There's been a goal from Cody Gakpo. A well-worked goal.
It's suspect.
However,
suspect,
VAR again is just not involving themselves in clearly the most disgrace. Like, this goal should have never stood.
Really? Was it that bad?
Leeds have
handball. It was a handball.
They run out with the ball. Trent intercepts the ball
with his arm.
He controls it with his arm.
Handball.
What do you mean? What are you talking
about? You know why? Because it's happened multiple times and they've explained it. Remember, go back to I think it was either versus Spurs or United, when that player, I think he headed it, used his hand as an assist, and another player scored it. So they said it's not handball because it wasn't direct. It happened against Arsenal as well with Declan Rice. He controlled the ball with his hand.
Declan Rice controlled it with his hand, didn't he?
But can I tell you why that's nonsense?
No, the rule's dumb. The rule's dumb, but that's the rule.
Yeah, it's a nonsense. Oh my goodness, Mo Salah's just made it too. Salah's cold. Oh my gosh, dirty finish. That one should stand. But the rule is stupid because if you're offside and then there's three phases and there's passes that go in between and then you score, they're gonna pull it back for offside five minutes ago.
I agree.
Why don't they pull it back for a handball?
The rule is absolutely stupid. But I'm saying it's not like this is the first time thing.
I know what you're saying. Okay, let me get into some of these comments, Pete, because a lot of people were getting in, trying to chime in.
Firpo is dead, by the way.
What do you say?
Junior Firpo is shocking. Barcelona were just stockpiling these rubbish Brazilian fullbacks and then gave them to the world.
We need to have a conversation about the I don't know.
Nelson Semedo, bro, it's crazy.
There's so many of them.
Shout out Melier, the near post, Peter. Murad said Peter Johnson is giving us a way out. Pete, they were calling you a politician on this one, that you were caping for Arsenal.
Raw.
Nathan said, Peter, you work for the club, we get it, but be real, man. Just be real.
That's ridiculous, man.
I just stated the facts. I just stated the facts of the matter. working for the club or not. Do you know what I mean?
Well, Peter, if you want the facts of the matter is this: Manchester City Wednesday night are going to go and slap Thomas Tuchel on the head. Then they go over into the Etihad South in the FA Cup semi-final, and they slap Sheffield United on the head, and they're going to rest all of their best players. And then they invite Arsenal Football Club to the Etihad, and that's where they're just gonna take out.
Leave that PG, brother.
Go on.
Pause.
Yeah, what I
Finish.
was going to say is not PG. What I was going to say is not PG. They're going to piss on your foreheads. That's what's going to happen.
Mental.
And it's not a prediction. I mean, it's not a It's not a prediction.
Spoiler.
It's a spoiler. Guys, I'm flopping today. I'm not informed.
No fluidity there, boy. No
By the
fluidity.
time we get to the Chelsea segment, I'll be back. But yeah, like Pete, I think there was another comment in here from SW6. I can't seem to find. Here he says, "Look, Peter, I'm here asking, are you doubting Pep? Like when you were saying earlier about, oh, why don't we have faith in other teams? I'm like, look, we have, like Lolo was saying, we have faith in Pep and Manchester City because we've seen these guys do this. We ain't never seen Arsenal do this. We ain't, like,
it's silly though because the context doesn't. No, I mean Liverpool didn't fail, for goodness sake.
No,
like
but
they didn't fail against Man City, did they?
But as in the times they went up against Manchester City, head to head in the title race, every single time they were second.
But ask AD. Ask AD.
Like
one second. Ask AD how many times Liverpool were top of the league at the time, and then City overtook them at the end. It was City that were the ones running away, and Liverpool were chasing their tail. The time that Liverpool did go above them, guess what happened? City couldn't be found.
But
and guess what, guys? Oscar, we've been top of the league since what month? Let's have this.
It feels like August, mate. I don't know. It feels like forever.
I think it was August, my friend.
Yeah.
We've been top of the league almost every month this season. Nobody's overtaken us this season. So I'm not now going to start thinking that all of a sudden
City are taking over.
May,
City are taking over.
Have they?
Yes. Yeah.
What was the point?
Not long. Like a couple weeks, and then you went back.
I'm saying when? When did it happen?
I think it was in February, March time.
Weeks ago when they went first for like I think a week.
When they won at the Emirates, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
it wasn't long.
Yeah,
Interesting, because I always thought we were like 5 points ahead of them. I always thought like the gap was never less than that.
But quickly though,
when
Liverpool won the league and there was a gap between Liverpool and City. What was the gap?
We'll say that again. Sorry.
Oh, maybe AD will know. When Liverpool won the league that season, when they were in front, and then like you said, they were nowhere to be seen in the gap between Liverpool and City. What was the gap?
2019. I swear
Was that 20 points? I think it was ridiculous. It was like 20 points or something.
Nowhere to be seen. Liverpool had a comfortable gap. It was disgusting. It was like impossible to say that they weren't going to win that league.
Mm-hmm.
If it was less than 5, if it was less than 5 or whatever.
No, but I'm saying even in 2019, Liverpool were ahead. City caught them and won the league.
A fake way because City had bare games in hand and they just won their games in hand.
I seem to remember City having just
and then they beat Liverpool, and then it was a 6-point swing, obviously, and then
game in hand, they were the same games and they were behind and they overtook. It was literally if they won their games in hand, they'd be in front.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, Arsenal got to do their job, match City for the rest of the season. For 8 games, we're champion.
I haven't said it's over in terms of saying that Arsenal are not. I'm just saying it's not a situation of where I can say it's a guarantee type of thing. Here's my point. I only ever said, if I even said it, I said it here, I was like, I said it in the chat. If we beat Liverpool, I would have said we won the league. And we didn't beat Liverpool. And then we also didn't beat West Ham. So my stance makes sense my point makes sense into how I've been going along this entire season. If my whole point was saying if you don't beat Liverpool, if you beat Liverpool, win the league, we didn't do that, and we also didn't beat West Ham, why am I now going to change my mind and say, oh, yeah, we won the league?
No, because all I said was normal service is resumed. No matter what's happened in the last 2 weeks, normal service is resumed. Nothing's actually changed. That's what I'm saying.
My stance has always been the same. Beat Liverpool, beat City, then talk. That's all I've always said.
We may not need to. That's the reality of the matter. We may not need to do any of those.
You're factually correct in that. It's still in terms of like if we win our games and City win our games, we won the league. But that's not the point. Football doesn't always come down to what's factually correct. What's factually correct is we should have beat West Ham based on the facts and how we play and the players. Mm-hmm. This happens all the time. Nothing is ever in this sport guaranteed facts. This is you're the better team, so you're definitely going to win. We've seen more, even for City, seen them lose to the worst. We've seen them lose to freaking Nottingham Forest or Liverpool. Either which way, we've seen it happen. Nothing is actually factually going to happen. If it was, City would have been clear. Based on the fact that factually their players on paper is better than ours.
As I said, I don't see us losing more points than City this season. For the rest of the season, there's 8 games to go. City are running out of games.
And
Arsenal haven't lost in 9, so I have no reason to doubt or believe anything different that I did 9 games ago.
And that's fantastic. And no one's saying this. And I think I prefer, and I'd say obviously that's the hope. But I'm also just going for like, let's let it run. Let's see what happens.
But Peter, who beat you 9 games ago?
Yeah, City.
And who you playing in the game after next?
City.
Mm.
To be the man, you've got to beat them. You've got to beat them.
Beat City, and I have a bit more faith in it. But that's the same method I had with like saying beat Liverpool, and I have a bit more faith in it. We didn't do that one. So beat City, and I have faith.
That's fine.
So if you draw with City, it's in your hands, right?
Yeah, technically speaking, yeah. But I personally think we have to beat them. Drawing them, it just makes it a whole lot.
You think we have to beat City at City?
In the same way I said we have to beat Liverpool.
You have to.
But I disagree. I disagree with that though. Like, why do Arsenal have to? Like, obviously, don't get me wrong. It's strength. Like, it lays a marker down. Sure, obviously, it makes life easier. But
when I say have to, obviously, I mean technically speaking, you don't have to. Don't lose. Like points wise, we can draw to them and then beat the other team, and it'll be fine. But like I said, it's not. You can't. It's not just about like saying it's not all that kind of simple. Where like I said, I personally believe in and watch and seeing momentum, that kind of thing, is necessary in these kind of situations. So I think dropping points to West Ham was, in my opinion, was atrocious. You can't do that.
Yeah.
If you draw, it's fine. If you draw if you drop points against Liverpool and City, that's fine. It's more than expected. But respectfully, I'm not going to be pretend like dropping points to West Ham checks out, and it makes me like believe in it more than I already sort of do. It doesn't work that way.
It's not the same for me. That's not what I feel either. To be fair, like at the end of the day, when it was before Liverpool and we had 10 games to go or whatever it was, 9 games to go, we both know that Arsenal and City will drop points between now and the end of the season. We've dropped 2 points against West Ham. Okay, then we've probably used our card up. There's still 8 more times to go ahead and win this league. So at the end of the day, like having to beat City, not necessarily the case. As I said, match City's results, we're fine. If we match City's results, funny enough, we win the title 4 points clear. So, we're still even allowed to lose one and still make sure that we are keeping tabs on, the fact that Man City we match Man City elsewhere. But we've gone on forever on this Arsenal topic, so we need to move the groove.
If going into season you see that City won all their games, were you shocked?
Yeah, I will be shocked.
Okay.
Whoa, really?
City have won 10 in a row, and then I'm going to expect them to win the next 8 and have 18 wins in a
Peter,
row.
Peter, let me tell you
I
something.
Be shocked.
Peter, let me tell you something. I was top. Christmas 2018. I was top of the league. I was living a vida loca. 7 points, I think it was. I was on an island. I was in the Galapagos Islands, sipping a pina colada. Bro, last 19 games. Guess how many City won out of 19?
Was it like 14?
14.
Was it that? Was it 14?
Put some tax on that. 18
16?
out of 19, Peter. Crunch time,
Solid.
Manchester City. Bro, it's mad. It's mad.
Solid.
More than solid. 18 out of 19.
Yeah.
So
No problemo. I don't see them doing 8 this season. I'm not seeing them do another 8 on top of their whatever it is, 10.
I agree with you. I think they can and probably will. But I also wouldn't be shocked, again, like I said earlier. I can see them winning the rest of the games, but I can also see them like dropping like who they play. They've got Brentford. I think have they got Brighton?
They've got Brighton, they've got Brentford, they've got Everton.
I'll tell you guys, Goodison Park. Keep your eye on that
Arsenal.
Goodison Park game.
I'm looking at the last game with Brentford and I'm looking at Brighton. Those are the only ones I can see them, in my opinion, dropping points. The other ones I think they win.
Yeah, I think it's more so the away performances. I think they've still got Fulham and people like that away. I'll see how they get on away from home. But I don't need to watch what Man City do. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Arsenal need to win. Of the last 8, win 7, draw 1 against Man City. your champion.
Oh,
So that's what I need to concern myself with. I haven't been sitting there watching Man City games because it's been a waste of time because they've gone 3 and 4, early doors. So
I watched about 5 minutes of the City game versus Leicester. I said I'm done. I went to watch something else.
yeah. Here we go, man. City's next game is Arsenal. They'll be thinking about Arsenal whilst having to play Bayern Munich and, as you mentioned, the FA Cup as well at Wembley. So they got games. They got games to play at the end of the day. And who knows? We may be fresher when we play them in midweek. But
Ernest says there's definitely banana skins in both teams' fixtures. Go see the Mario movie out now. SW6 says, but to all Arsenal fans, do not let Chelsea
secure safety. Let's be very clear, SW. You know this. You and every Chelsea fan know this. As long as Lampard is at the helm, if he comes to the Emirates, it's over. Let's be very clear. It's frigging over.
About everything I've said, if Chelsea leave the Emirates with any kind of fun, I'm finished with everyone.
No, there's definitely. Here's the thing: that there is definitely.
I'm not allowing that,
guys.
Ernest mentioned it. There's banana skins for both of us. I don't think we'll lose more points than City.
When there's a title race and Chelsea are not involved, we like to get ourselves involved. Yeah, Adrian remembers Thomas Callas coming to Anfield. Yeah, he remembers that day when Gerrard just took a little.
Oscar, have you got to play City?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Okay. But don't get your hopes up. We're lying.
Right, that's how low their stock is. Like, Chelsea's not even on the radar as like a potential banana skin.
No, the thing is, Chelsea.
City.
The thing is, no, you're right. But Chelsea have played City 3 times, lost all 3. They can't lose 4 in 4.
The way you're saying,
Peter,
the way you're saying Lampard against.
Where's the game? Where is it, Oscar?
Exactly.
Yeah. They've lost 3, they can't lose 4. Yes, we can.
No, what I mean is it's such a rare. I've never seen a team play the same team 4 times in 1 year and still get beat all 4.
No. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Pete.
Go on, bring me this bogus fixture you've got. Go on, give me the bogus fixture you're talking about. Nottingham Forest.
No, I'm literally telling you, Nottingham Forest. We played them 4 times.
Okay. See, Robin, I warned you that it was a bogus fixture. You was about to.
You said
I've
that's
never
not.
seen a team.
That's not prestigious.
You said, and I quote verbatim, I have never seen a team win 4 times in 1 season. And I said, yes, you have.
And I prefaced it before you began. I preference saying not a bogus fixture. I'll tell you something. Nottingham Forest versus Man United is one of the most bogus fixtures of the season.
Yeah, but this season, Manchester City versus Chelsea is bogus.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
39 points.
Then Yash will be spread. So,
to this day, we are approaching May. Chelsea have not reached the 40-point mark. What's happening?
39 here. They've been offended how long.
Hey, Robin, we're approaching May and Arsenal are 4 points clear, but never mind. That's all right.
But the pressure is there.
The pressure.
By the way, just to wrapping up on the Arsenal thing, I just said, look, I hear both arguments from Peter and Lola. I don't think either of you are necessarily wrong. It's just about perspectives, really, isn't it? He says Arsenal's issue is they have to win the league for me and for many others to believe it because Pep loves their tussle. We don't know what this young team and young manager are on yet. And I remember when Liverpool were chasing their first Premier League title, Peter was a doubter until it was done. He didn't believe at any point in the build-up that Liverpool were going to win this league until they crossed that line. So
really?
No, the year that they were close when they finished on 97, I was adamant City were going to win the league that year. They won the league the next year. There was no debate about it. The next year.
No, I remember we had. I mean, Liverpool walked away with the league, but I remember we had conversations.
Are you referring to the year that City won it or the year that Liverpool won it? What year are you referring to? Because I build up
to the Liverpool title win. I remember you were not backing Liverpool at all.
I heard that as well because a lot of people, until the gap properly increased for Liverpool, there people saying, "Nah, everyone's too fit, it's going too well. They're going to start dropping." They didn't.
And because we saw Liverpool drop big leads, didn't they, against Man City? I think they dropped like a good 6 or 7 point lead at one stage in the league and stuff. So we did see that happen. But anyway,
are we moving to Chelsea?
Oh, okay. I guess we'll just say big up to Man City beating Leicester City and beating Bayern Munich. But you know,
and Erling Haaland has equaled the record.
Is it 40? What was it? 47 goals? Was it?
No, 32 Premier League goals.
Is that the highest in the league season?
Yep.
In a 38 game season.
I did just want to say last week on the podcast, I told you all that Tuchel was going to get slapped up by Pep, and
mind you, I don't think Bayern were as bad as people made them out to be. I think the game was actually a lot closer. 3-0 in
the Champions League quarterfinal.
Yeah, 3-0 is a big defeat. But like,
you're a European powerhouse. You can't be losing 3-0.
Did you see that thing where apparently that since Tuchel's been there, the top scorers are centre backs?
Yeah, I saw it.
Would it surprise anyone if Bayern went through?
You kill the man, but you can't kill the idea.
What? It would definitely surprise me.
It would be a bit surprised.
Even on the weekend, Bayern drew.
But they didn't play anyone, did they? They didn't have any other players, did they?
They're in a title race.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
No, they are. Have you seen the Bundesliga table?
Their title race is closer than yours.
I'm sorry. Name second place.
Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah.
He was expecting Paderborn.
No, I knew it was Dortmund. I'm just saying, hold my beer for who wants to friggin' be the biggest.
No, but look,
pretenders.
It's I think there's only 3 points in that race. No.
Yeah, don't worry, it'll be 9 by the end of the season.
I didn't say Bayern are going to lose the title. I just said they didn't win on the weekend.
You're saying they're in a race. I mean, all right.
They are in a race.
They're in a race.
They are.
The guy who finished the horse that finished last in the Grand National was also in the race. So I'm with you on that. I hear you.
There's no sense.
Listen, guys. You know full well. We've been here before with Dortmund. We've been here before with Dortmund and Bayern and title races. By the way, let me ask you a question. Serious question, yeah. How many league titles have Bayern won in a row? Like real cap.
Oh no, a bag.
I think it's 11 in a row. I think it's the 11th on a row.
11.
We're not allowed to call it a big top.
No, I remember them celebrating 10. Like, I remember it was like a big deal. They done it 10 in a row.
Wait, they celebrated 10 in a row.
That's flipping. That's 10 point. That's 10 pot. That's a 10 pot league, man.
I need to get the real.
Same way you see certain teams, Chelsea can't go 4 games.
No, but they have monopolized that league. That league has been.
Is that what you're calling it? A monopoly? Is that what we're calling it?
No, they monopolize. When they find someone good in another team, guess what? Bayern come and sweep them.
This is a Museveni streak. This is insane.
Which keepers are they still?
He's winning. No one else is in there. That's insane, man.
No, but realistically, what makes the Bundesliga any better than like the freaking Portuguese league or the freaking Dutch league? It's just
It's not better.
I'll say the quality of the teams. It's the quality of the top teams.
Guys, the last team to win it.
I told you it's 10 in a row. I told you I wasn't lying when I said I believe it's 10 in a row, and this is number 11.
Bro,
this is worse than Serie A. This is worse than Ligue 1.
Yeah, Serie A woken up and said, like, we can switch it up now. You got Milan, you got Inter, you got freaking Napoli's winning it now. It's like, hey, let's have a bit of fun now. But Bayern Munich, Germany are taking the piss. No
wonder these men are having Fight Club in the dressing room.
They're bored.
No. I need to question this. When have you ever seen Sadio Mane that pissed? He had to bang
many times. Many times.
You know what? Let me sign up for Mane because
I remember when he elbowed Lichtenstein on the field.
Well, no, Mane's dead. On the pitch, yeah.
He's filthy, man. Just because he cleans toilets, you don't think he can get angry? He's enough.
And he gives back home.
But I'll back him on this one because I know Sane. The second year, he relaxed his hair and was doing slick ponytail. I knew the colour was in his hair. I knew it.
Yeah.
That's what he was. Being coloristic, he can hold that punch.
Sane.
What on a Dr. Oh, that's what he was saying to Mane.
Because deep it, look how Sane looks from before. The Afro was loud and proud. Now it's slick back and relaxed. There's a difference. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I heard Leroy Sane racially abuse Mane, which I find weird.
No. That's what I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand the box. The fact that they said the hair, I'm like,
saying is, the things are saying that apparently Sane called him some kind of like black some so and so. I'm just saying, I'm noticing a change in Sane's look. If your laxer is there, it's lit up for I believe it. So you can hold that.
Hold on. Ernest said,
my man's denounced these Senegalese ways. You know what I mean?
Ernest said, as bummy as the Bundesliga is, at least they had a UCL winner in the last 10.
That's true. Yeah, but Bayern.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, Bayern.
Yeah,
Bayern.
Bayern.
Bro, they won it once. What, in 2021?
Yeah, they still won it.
And
2013. And 13.
And 2013. Yeah. Hansi Flick, my friend.
But they won it. They won it. They won it in London.
They won it in Coventry.
Yeah, Wembley.
Picked up in London, in North Wheezy, bro. Like
that was time ago, though. Good. The one was at 21.
What is the comment says? What they've got Champions League winner in the last 10. They've got 2 titles.
Yeah, but he said but it's the at least for me.
One of them was.
What do you mean? He's got a fair point because if we're gonna load up, if we're gonna load up like the Portuguese league, or the Dutch league, or the French league, or the Italian league, none of them have won the friggin' game.
We're talking about Bayern in the team. We're talking about that league. You can be a sick team.
All he said is, listen, he's agreeing.
Look at Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain are a sick team.
He's got
at least
in the word Bundesliga. In the word Bundesliga, he's got like 3 different languages in there. He's got Bund, Ass, and Liga. Like he gets it, but let's have it right. They've got 2 Champions League titles to say for them.
At least, when Thiago was balling, at least.
Unbelievable.
I said they slapped up Chelsea that year as well.
Huh?
Who? Porter didn't play Chelsea that year.
Why are you trying?
No.
They lost to Monaco.
Bayern.
Oh, Bayern. What the year
year?
that what?
What year?
They won the Champions League like behind closed doors.
Oh yeah, they cooked us. Oh,
Yeah. They joked.
They taught us how to squabble. They taught us how to squabble.
Is that the year when Gnabry did this at Spurs?
Well, whip that sauce, baby. I think so.
Yeah, Bayern can't really chat to me though, so it's fine.
I mean, they can.
How?
They've got like 6 Champions Leagues.
Peter, if I win the Champions League at the Emirates, you're never speaking to me ever again.
Yeah,
ever speaking to me again.
Wow.
You got to demolish the stadium.
But
I don't care how new it is.
The year you beat them in Munich, they went to Wembley and lifted it anyway.
That's the next year. That's not my business.
Where were you the next year? Where were you?
It's not their stadium.
You couldn't.
It's not Stamford Bridge.
You can't lose the Champions League final in your home ground. I'm sorry.
Final in their stadium.
Yeah, that's mental.
It's semantics, isn't it? Like if there was no Wembley, it might have been at Stamford Bridge.
Peter, do you know what that means? That means the Champions League trophy was in the stadium and John Terry took it out. No. Get out of my face.
They didn't plan transportation of the trophy because it was already at home. It was
It's
already
a
there.
heist. It's a heist.
That's the cabinet was open.
The cabinet was open.
That's the only place it had to go, and we took it back to London.
That was a heist. That was a heist of the century.
That's one of the biggest heists of the century. I'm not gonna lie.
That left wing.
We had too many songs about winning the league at Old Trafford and White Hart Lane for kind of play down. For
real, listen. We're the kings of doing that. Yeah, we know how to win. We know how to win titles at other people's grounds.
I always say that chant where you lot sing about all the grounds that you've won the league at is the coldest chant of any team because that's crazy.
Oscar, ain't it funny that the Emirates isn't there?
We might win at the Emirates this year. We won the league at Anfield. Listen, we could be here all day. We won it.
Well, Michael Thomas, and then he came to play for us after. When I see Michael Thomas in a Masters football, when I see him wear the Liverpool top, I wanted to rip it off of him, man.
You know what's funny? He's barely an Arsenal legend as well. Because since he went to Liverpool, he won the league with Liverpool in '90, and like nobody really talks about it. Like Rocastle's got more love at Arsenal than Thomas. That's crazy.
Crazy. It was the unfortunate, you know what I mean? But yeah.
But obviously as well, true. But obviously, I'm seeing the football here.
It's 2-1, and it's What's my man's name? Cincinnati.
Oscar, what did I say? 2-0 is the most dangerous line in football. What did I say?
Yeah, it was a dangerous lead.
Because you know why? The momentum switches. I can't explain it. Like when you're 2-1 up, you can't get out anymore. You just can't get out.
You need to watch this goal because the finish is chef's
That's a
kiss.
good ball.
It's an excellent.
No, it's you lot are gonna make me lose hair on this pod. Don't give me this nonsense. Honestly, for flip's sake. What man am I at Ellen Road and it's 2-1. Now that's a dangerous scoreline. Get the hell out of here. Listen, when
Score's important. That's what they were saying.
yeah, next goal is important. I'll give you that. But flip me, man. Come on.
Canate though.
Canate though. Listen, Oscar, let's go to Stamford Bridge, where the Hove, Brighton and Hove Albion, the Seagulls, came over to Stamford Bridge and picked up 3 points on their travels. I'm sure they came to London last week thinking they should have got 3 as well, but this time round they got 3 points at Stamford Bridge. Oscar, will Lampard make the rest of the season?
Are they going to double?
Crazy.
Yeah, Lampard will make the rest of the season.
Really?
I think that's sure. What I think is more and more evident every single day is that the decision to give Lampard the job was a disgrace. We went from being one of the worst top half teams in the Premier League to being one of the worst bottom half teams in the Premier League. We are so bad, and we somehow managed to get worse under Lampard. Like, we are worse. Like, Wolves.
Wait, no cap. Are you guys worse?
We're considerably worse. Considerably worse. If you watch the Chelsea team that went to play Liverpool at Stamford Bridge and we drew 0-0 and probably should have won the game, guys, there's no resemblance of that team anymore. That team that was mediocre, we're now worse than that team. We are absolutely terrible. There is nothing good. There's no redeemable qualities about this squad right now. It is shocking. It's absolutely shocking. And I think
you are a sack of manure, honestly. You are just absolute garbage.
It's typified in so many different things. Like, I could sit here and name players and talk about how bad they are, but pardon?
Talk about your captain on the night.
My captain on the night?
Yeah, who's captain in that game?
Which game? Brian?
Yeah.
Oh, my captain was Kepa Arrizabalaga.
He was your skipper.
Yeah.
He was our captain.
Yeah,
ain't this the manager that dropped the goalkeeper for another goalkeeper, but he's made him the captain?
Look, Lampard, not only Lampard dropped him, Lampard threw this man under the bus. They said to him in a presser, why are you conceding so many goals? And he said, well, actually, we've conceded the least shots to target. So
go figure. No,
you threw Kepa under the bro. I swear, we're talking about fighting in Bayern Munich. If any two people would have fought under the Lampard previous regime, it was Kepa and Lampard, because he hated Kepa. We all knew this, right? Mendy came in, Mendy done what Mendy did, and now Kepa's back, and Lampard just has to play him. We're facing Real Madrid tomorrow in the Champions League quarterfinal. Tell me why Kepa is fronting the press. He's going to the media. Guess what he said in the interview today, guys?
What does he say?
He said, I've had a positive season.
That man's a knobhead.
I swear,
oh my God.
I swear. He said, personally, I'm
Hey, you might not banner FC this season. You lot are officially the banter club this season. He said, I've had a
Oh, man.
I can't believe it. Listen, guys, I cannot believe it.
Criminal, man. Kepa's a criminal, stealing a living. We signed him on a 7-year deal.
He's the most expensive goalkeeper in the world.
He's a criminal, man. He's been criminal.
I saw that. I said, wow.
He's been nominated in Team of the Year.
Excuse me?
It.
And
he hasn't.
Peter, I sent the list in the WhatsApp group. I sent the list in the WhatsApp group.
But I'll be real.
I didn't see his name.
That list is complete garbage. Even
I didn't see his name.
I saw Kepa and I saw
Kai Havertz is in that list.
I saw Darwin in there.
Like, even
I saw Christian Romero.
Hey, Robin, you say 2-0 is the most dangerous lead. How about 3-1?
Okay, we're good.
Hey, the next goal was important.
Nice,
said-
81%.
They're too good. Too
Clown.
good.
Game done. How's game done?
Now it's game done. I can relax.
80.7.
It was 8.7.
Yeah, but no, I'm done with Kepa. He's,
Whoa. Hang on a minute. Wait. Don't get me wrong, Kepa's a crap goalkeeper, right? He is. Like, there's no excuse in that. But off of the back of that game yesterday, why is T the first name out mentioned?
No, it's
No, I wasn't going to criticize Kepa.
I didn't.
Oh, fair.
Made me laugh.
Oh, fair.
And it said Kai Havertz is where?
That's what I'm saying.
Kai Havertz is
He's on the
nominated for team of the season.
Do you know what? Robin made that list himself. I'm not having that. It's not a credible source.
It was bogus. Bogus list. I was angry.
I'm not having it.
No, I
Robin
swear.
made that list himself.
When I first saw it, I thought this was FIFA team of the season. I said this can't be the real deal. Kai Havertz.
Look at Premier League Twitters. They tweeted it themselves.
He would have
Premier
made
League.
Chelsea team of the season.
By the way, how is
Would've made a
Brighton's
Chelsea
goalkeeper
team.
not made it, and yet Kepa, his team is in the bottom half.
Brian's people can't live. It's switching keepers. It can't be anything.
Oh, is it? Is that why?
I'd
Because he
still
dropped Sanchez, didn't he?
go back and forth.
He dropped Sanchez.
Who's the second choice keeper?
Still,
John Steele, man. Big up Steele.
Steele.
That's what I'm saying. He's one of those English goalkeepers that have just stuck around, bro. They're still hanging in there, like Butland. Someone's gonna give him a gig. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, give him a gig. That was at Man United of all places. You know what I mean?
it reminds me of like
I saw man doing outreach work in the community. He was so happy the United track.
Community. Yeah, he's just glad to be in Manchester United tracksuit. You know what I'm saying? He was just glad to be in merch.
It's true because when he retires, no one can take that away from him. He was a goalkeeper for Man United. Wait, I saw Lee Grant still there.
Oh God, mate, Scott Carson is still at City.
Long gone.
Freaking Scott Carson's still at City, mate.
And Peter, Scott Carson probably has more league titles than he has league appearances for Man City.
He does. You're probably factually correct.
He was a personality hire, man. Big up him. I hope to be a personality hire one day.
How was Cucurella? Because I heard his name being spoken on a lot for some reason.
Crazy.
Cucurella didn't play.
Oh,
Someone brought him up.
I just reminded Cucurella. Because I just reminded when you talked to me about last week when I said his name is Vinicius Jr. And then you told me his name is Reece James. What happened on midweek?
Holy
what happened to him midweek?
I remember that. Robin, you're consistent, you know?
I remember
You've
something.
got loaded for everyone. You're consistent.
I know. His name is. I remember things. When people know me, I remember.
His name is still Reece James. Every dog has his day. You know what I mean?
Reese's Pieces. That's what the streets are saying.
The thing is, even last season when we went when we played Real Madrid, Vinicius got him in the first leg. Yeah? In the second leg, we spun the block, man. We came back in that second leg. But yeah, should I start with Madrid? And this Madrid game was boys amongst men, man. And I mean, is that the right saying?
Men amongst boys, but yeah, all right, fair enough.
Obviously,
pronouns, pal. Pronouns, pal.
Caesar says Reece James is waiting for DLT Malta. Yeah, he needs to go on holiday. He needs to go on holiday. He needs to chill out.
Surgery.
He needs to go have a surgery. He needs to lose some weight. He needs to do a lot of things. He needs to get on that.
Reece is just naturally chunky.
But he's not though. Like, as in, I get what you're saying. But like, if you look at older pictures of him, he looks quite slim. Like I went back to that first season. Go back and watch. Like, type in Reece James 1920. Look back at pictures of him in his first season under Lampard.
When he was with Wigan, he just looked big.
He's like, I don't know. Yeah, he looks kind of hard.
Yeah. I agree with Oscar. Like, is it like all jokes aside? I think he's in decent nick. You know what I mean?
No, he's fat.
No, I'm looking at him like that, but you know what I mean. Yeah.
I'm not saying he's fat. I said
Pause. Why for that?
Assad says RJ looks like he just got a BBL. He's been awful for a while now. Gusto will replace him in 18 to 24 months. Anyway, I don't know. I don't like Chelsea fans make it simple because why is it like the team is playing absolutely horribly, yeah, and so many players are suffering because of it. Reece is one of the players that's suffering, but people seem to want to write off the better players who we know are good, as opposed to the crap players who we know are crap. Like,
does this remind you of anything?
Come again.
when I say the same things about Trent Alexander-Arnold, and man would say
Sounds
Tommy,
familiar.
similar scary hours. But go on, though.
They're saying James is sponsored by Morley's. You see, look, they're cooking him, man. They're cooking him.
Wow.
They're cooking.
They're
No, why is
cooking,
Reece James?
man.
Why is Reece James getting cooked? Look,
They're
at the end of the
frying
day,
him.
against Real Madrid, we had a howler, but Vinny cooked us, and it is what it is. Fofana had probably the worst game he's ever had in a Chelsea shirt. The whole back line was terrible. Cucurella, I don't know what my man's on, kind of forcing Chilwell to be 1v1, and then Chilwell makes a stupid decision and gets himself sent off. We got Real Madrid tomorrow, and let's be real, we're going out. Like we're getting comfortably. I think we're gonna get beaten comfortably, probably 2-1.
Question is, Oscar, are you going to be there through with your team?
Yeah,
thick and thin?
unfortunately.
Enjoy it, man.
Oscar, enjoy it. Real Madrid at the bridge. Come on, man, you got to enjoy that.
Guys, last year Benzema dunked 3 on my head. On my head. On my head. But yeah, we might get another 3-piece. I can't lie. But like I was saying in the beginning, going back to the top, Chelsea have gotten worse under Frank Lampard. We don't know how to keep the ball. We can't score goals. I don't know if you guys saw the goal that we scored on the weekend, but it was not a real goal. It was not a real goal.
Who scored again?
Gallagher, but it was a deflection.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
deflection, yes, because Mudryk had a good reverse pass.
Right,
Right? I was like, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it was a decent ball, you know what I mean? Yeah.
But let me explain to you the current situation that Chelsea are in, right? I talk to a lot of Chelsea fans. I'm always on like Twitter spaces and group chats and always speaking to people. Now, after Chelsea lost to Real Madrid, the manner in which we played, everybody was so angry. Everybody was furious. I heard every player get criticised, from goalkeeper to attackers. I heard this player shouldn't be playing, that player shouldn't be playing. I did not hear one single Chelsea fan say, why didn't Lampard play Mudryk? Even the people that hate Lampard, I didn't hear anyone criticize him about Mudryk. And that, to me, is crazy. When you're in a Champions League quarterfinal and your £98 million January signing is not touching pitch. What?
I had more from Madueke than I've had from Modric, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's outrageous scenes. And by the way, let's give Brighton credit. They battered you lot on Saturday. They were good value for money, man.
Beautiful.
Bruv, they were good value for money, man. They absolutely battered you guys. And big up De Zerbi. You know what I'm saying? De Zerb. Oh, Italian managers thriving. Things I love to see.
Brighton generally might be going on a European tour. Yeah.
I had games in hand, and I'm going to use it for my enjoyment. They're sick with 2 games in hand on Spurs. Aye.
Listen, man, give it to them, bro. Give it.
Listen, why not? If I can't do it, why not them? Yeah.
You heard him with Danny Welbeck. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'd rather talk on Brighton because they were so much more interesting to watch than Chelsea.
Phenomenal.
Caicedo in the middle was just a really good talent. Like, he was
fantastic.
He was everywhere, man. He was everywhere.
And Brighton again finding these freaking random South Americans because what is this?
I was saying in a group chat, I said, where are they finding these dons? Because the Paraguayan guy that scored the second one, I was like, who is he? Where is he come from?
Oh yeah, straight out of the Paraguayan league.
I mean, they've got someone else on loan. I think from Paraguay, one of the South American, and I think he's scored like 13 goals this season so far. I think it's in the Belgian league. It's like, where are Brighton finding these men?
Work permit. Even Alexis McAllister.
Yeah. They've got the talent. They've got the eye for talent, man.
This is why we're trying to steal their recruitment team. And Ernest,
don't worry, you've been forgiven, yeah. Like De Zerbi, absolutely much better than Graham Potter. Because when you look at Brighton's team now, it's not the Graham Potter team that we became accustomed to. This is a different Brighton side. This is like a more attacking, more dominant on the ball. A Brighton side that is not scared to come at teams, and their players aren't necessarily the best, like up front anyway. But that Ferguson is cold as well.
Yeah, I think Potter laid the groundwork, and then De Zerbi was just taking it to another level, man.
Yeah, because when we look at.
But what I rate the most is the fact that like when when a new manager comes into a football club and you will say it's the previous manager's team, right? It's the previous manager's players, blah blah. But this looks like a De Zerbi team. It doesn't even look like a Graham Potter team or like Graham Potter players under De Zerbi. This looks like he bought the whole team. Like it does look like a De Zerbi team, but we
I'm not discrediting him because I think the fact that Brighton are going to be in Europe this season is insane. That's beyond anything that Potter did at that club. But
absolutely,
we are looking at a team and we're saying we would all take half of their players.
Oh, in a heart.
Defenders as well.
Caicedo, Mitoma,
Ferguson, get him down early.
Evan. Guys,
Bruv,
this guy's
the
a
Irish
unit.
gang, man.
He's a
Bro.
massive unit.
Honestly. And also, like, by the way, they're scoring goals. Because what was Brighton's thing that everyone used to say? Yeah,
XGFC.
XGFC. They're scoring goals, but they're scoring goals at will.
Yeah.
That's the thing, at will.
If Chelsea go down, I'm supporting Brighton.
Right.
You better get a season ticket ready, you know what I mean?
Mate, it's
Mate,
an hour on the train.
could you imagine being a Brighton fan? Yeah, could you imagine being a Brighton fan in May? The sun's out, you know what I'm saying? Home game.
I mean,
Just come off the pier, you know what I'm saying? Chips.
Pop past
And then,
radio.
and then next year,
Tartar
you hear
sauce.
the
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It could be, but then I'll tell you who else has got. He's knocking on that door as well. His birthright, Unai Emery, brother, and Aston Villa. You know what I'm saying? They're cooking.
Let me get onto that quickly because I remember saying specifically.
Lola, you're not the only one.
Specifically, Aston Villa's team was good enough to be fighting for Europe. What was the issue? Gerrard looking at me like I was.
Yeah.
Emery's here. Where are they?
Yeah. What we doing?
In my defense, yeah. Let me defend myself. Let me defend myself. First of all, last year's top 6 or top 7, right? It included West Ham, it included Chelsea, it included Liverpool. Okay, had these teams been in there, we're not having Aston Villa. We're not having Aston Villa in there. We're not having Aston Villa in there.
That's too many things to go wrong for Villa to go
Sure.
right.
Listen. What a season we're living in, isn't it? What a season we're living in.
Was Villa's players were definitely good enough to be fighting for it. I didn't say that to get it. I said to fight, to definitely to fight for Europe. Villa's team were good enough for it, and I've been saying it for time. No, they weren't. Look at this. Look at this. Let's switch the manager to a decent one, and look what happened.
You know what's so crazy? Peter looked at the Villa fans and said, "What more do you want?" He looked at them like what Gerrard was giving them is what they should accept.
Listen, look.
Mathematically, they could get fourth. Mathematically, they're still in this.
But they could also finish 10th. You know what I'm saying? Like let's have it right, okay?
My point was that Villa's team was definitely good enough to be fighting for Europe, and that's what they are, and that's what they're doing right now.
Yeah, and I'm just saying asterisks because there is no Chelsea and there's no Liverpool.
With Chelsea, I said fighting. I didn't say get it. I said fighting.
What I'm saying is they wouldn't be in the conversation.
Are
you hearing me? They wouldn't be in the conversation.
They have a manager.
And there's no Leicester,
always something, eh?
There's always something. There's no Leicester. You know what I'm saying? No, listen. Credit to Unai Emery, bruv. He is cooking. And here's something that might be interesting, right? Maybe Emery's like sweet spot is a big club that is underachieving, that isn't necessarily one of the big giants, but it's just underneath. Look, we take a look at Valencia, right? Who are currently in the relegation zone in La Liga, who was getting top 4 finishes with Emery, and they considered it not good enough, hence why they sacked him. Sevilla, of course, you know, he won countless Europa League titles with those. Again, a team that's not necessarily, you know, they're not Madrid, they're not Barca, they're not Atleti, even, right? Then you look at the likes of like who was the other team? At Villarreal. You know what I'm saying? Villarreal, you think to yourself, come on. They haven't been relevant since Raquelme, right? Like we shouldn't be knowing who Villarreal are.
But at the time, could you not said that for Arsenal though?
No.
I think with Arsenal, Arsenal's a bit more like not Atleti, but it's a bit more like what the old school Valencia, whatever they used to be, you know, the top 4 team and whatnot.
It's simple like this. Unai Emery works better as an underdog manager, not a team that is expecting Europa as a max. A team that maybe, if you get top 4, oh my gosh, it's a miracle. A team where, a level team is what his thing is, where he can work his magic in the Europa League thing, and then he managed to get the Champions League. If you put him in charge of a team where it's a big club name, even if they're in a
bad moment.
Paris Saint-Germain, for example.
Like Paris Saint-Germain ain't won nothing in Europe. They won their league all the time, but they ain't done nothing. So they're still kind of like they're big in kind of name, but not really. But they're still big. was massive, and he couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle the players. He couldn't handle the stress. Flopped. Same thing happened at Arsenal. But he goes to every 4, the smaller ones where they have their known names, or the pressure isn't as big. They're not the top 4 type of teams. They're the ones in and around it where he can still do the underdog thing. Where if he sits back for a lot of the game, no one's mad at it because he's that Emery thing where he'll kill you defensively and then break on you and win. He does a lot of the time. Because because his method of playing is to counter-attack. It's to not counter-attack only, but like it's to be the ones who is the reactor as opposed to the proactive thing. That's his thing. That's his sweet spot. So this kind of thing, this is why Newcastle wanted him. These kind of clubs where
yeah.
They want him for that can bring them there. Now, if he keeps Villa where they are, they actually end up fighting for this and they're kind of decent. Then that's when you look at them properly. If they get to a point where they're comfortably, they're doing the Leicester thing where they were comfortably Europa fighting for Champions League, and he starts fumbling, that's when it will start looking a bit different. But what he's doing now, when he's bringing these teams into sort of like these middle, that's where he works at. Giving him a City, Arsenal, Chelsea, any of the big 6 Spurs he can do. Them are nonsense. But everyone else ones, he'd fumble.
Yeah.
Handle it.
I think the problem with England as a country is that when he starts to do the top 8 finishes at Villa, a bit like what happened to Martin O'Neill when he was at Villa, they're going to expect more. They're not going to have finishing 8th, 7th, 6th every season. At some point, they're going to turn as well. And unfortunately, the board might start to wobble and shake and say, hey, we want you to push on here. Because that's what happened to him at Valencia, unfortunately. This guy won, did he win 3 Europa Leagues in a row with Sevilla? First of all, what are Sevilla doing in the Europa League 3 years in a row? Okay, how's that even possible? Are they coming out of the Champions League every year? They're coming out of the third place
every season.
They go where they can win it.
It's outrageous. It's
He's
outrageous.
literally throwing away games.
Throwing them away.
So they can go home.
Yeah, but listen. I hope he does well, man. He was an ex-Arsenal manager. At the end of the day, I hope he does well.
Yeah.
Man. I'm happy
I've got some interesting stuff that's coming up. It's a bit of good news for Chelsea. So you know how I like to look forward in football, just see while the next week. Have you guys seen the new FIFA World Cup format, the Club World Cup format? So it's been announced.
Finalists.
So
there's a lot more bandwidth to get in. Yeah.
It's been announced. So from the 2025, it's now going to every 4 years, and it'll be a tournament in the summer, like a normal World Cup, June, July. 32 teams, and obviously from each confederation. This is when it starts to get hilarious. So AFC, so the Asian Confederation, the North America, and one other confederation, they get 4 spots. South America gets 6 spots. UEFA.
Why?
UEFA.
Why did they get 6?
No, listen. UEFA gets 12 spots. They have 12 spots.
Really?
Now, how do the 12 spots be filled out? The first 4 are the last 4 winners of the Champions League up until 2024.
Oh man! Hey,
So
bring
what
back
that
the Super
means-
League, man. Just bring it. I don't give a
What
damn. No
that means
relegation.
is that
Whatever.
the first 2
Bring
teams
it.
that have qualified from Europe is Real Madrid and Chelsea Football Club. They have qualified for the Club World Cup in 2025.
The 2 heritage clubs.
The next 2 that qualify is this year's Champions League winner
Then, man.
and next year's Champions League winner. Now, how are the 8 remaining places filled, you might say? The 8 remaining places are filled by the best 8 teams in the 5-year period of the UEFA coefficient.
Oh, shut up, man! For flip's
So,
sake.
you know what that means right now?
Bogus,
So at the moment,
Might
if
as well be the
it doesn't
Intertoto Cup
change,
then, isn't it?
Yeah, bring back the Intertoto.
if it
Fair
doesn't
play,
change, the teams that qualify, other than Manchester City, other than Real Madrid and Chelsea, will be Bayern Munich, Man City, Liverpool, Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester United, RB Leipzig,
Stop the press. What the hell?
Juventus, and Inter Milan. They are the other teams at the moment. Who are in the top 8.
I mean,
It's a storm.
Because Barcelona have crumbled down to 13th place at the moment, and the other two that could do it is Roma, Sevilla, and Borussia Dortmund.
But Robin,
you win
Barcelona have won leagues and Champions Leagues
Yeah.
more recently than half those teams mentioned.
Europe, innit?
The last time that
RB Leipzig.
what do you call it? Barcelona.
What?
Barcelona
Never
won,
mind.
27, but Barcelona
Can't
have
believe what I'm
crumbled out
hearing.
of group stages and all that stuff.
Oh.
I'm looking at the coefficient right
Can't
now.
believe what I'm hearing.
That is your big eight.
It
The
checks
8
out.
other teams are best over 5 years. It does check out.
It checks out. In recent history in Europe, the one because you're mad at like what Barcelona getting in or Arsenal, whatever. But you've been dead in Europe. It counts to your coefficient. You're dead in Europe. This is what happens.
Honestly, listen, RB Leipzig, who eat like 7 every year they play Man City, right? Like, come on, they can't be in it. Manchester United.
I mean, they count in Europe as well. Is it just Champions League or is it?
No, it's all of Europe. So the
Oh yeah. So
Hey, this is new. This is new.
It was revealing confidential information. Except I just have to pull the plug. Whoever's running that bogus organization.
counting Champions League, Europa League, and Conference.
Oh my god!
I'm assuming. Yes.
I have no idea. Where
No.
is he back?
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, if
We can't hear Robin. We can't hear you.
Robin, we can't hear you, Robin.
Can't hear
We
you.
cannot hear you.
He's still
We
talking.
can't hear you, bro.
We
He's still
can't hear
chatting.
you.
yeah, I'm assuming if Roma's close to it, then I'm assuming it has to do with all of the European competitions.
Listen, Roma are in
Yeah.
the top 4, yeah? That's all I've got to say about that.
So what I'm saying is, Arsenal being in Europe, how long? That's blame. You can't get mad at it if you can't win in Europe and you're in the B competition.
Yeah, so as I was saying,
Bring
that if you make the
Europe
Europa
and
League
Super League.
finals and you make the Champions League finals, like all of those points add up. That's why Chelsea's still in 4th spot at the moment. Liverpool are 5th with their Champions League win. So all of these things add up.
Yeah. If you want to continuously mess about in Europe, this is what happens.
You gotta be serious, man. You gotta be serious.
All right, let's
Villa
move
soon
on.
come.
then.
Villa soon come.
Let's
Hey,
move on.
Either
Big-
one.
Big,
Yo, Leeds
big
are
up.
terrible. Leeds are the
Leeds are
worst.
bad. Yeah,
Oh
Leeds
my
are,
God.
are terrible. I've been
Guys,
watching this team on the
again,
side. I'm just like, this is
two-
terrible.
Is this 2 home games in a row that they're losing 5-1?
Jesus.
Wow.
Guys, Leeds have conceded 28 goals at home.
No, Peter, you're Melier guy, man.
Hey,
Are
listen.
you gonna
Melier
take
guy,
your
he's
socks
smelly.
off?
He's
Before you
Smellier.
get
He's
before you
smelly.
get before you get to Melier, I want you to name me their starting back 4.
Yeah, you have to
Let's
do.
go.
You have to do.
Name it. I just want to see if anyone can name the back 4.
Aileen,
Bogus.
Cooper's
Luke
in there.
Ayling. Luke Ayling. Yep.
Cooper.
Cooper.
Purple.
They're walking away.
Firpo.
They're walking away at the 70th minute. Horrid scenes.
Junior Firpo. Yeah.
Purple. Oh, what's the name of the bogus Van Dijk? He broke Elliot's leg.
Pascal Strauk.
Strike. Yeah, Pascal Strike. Yes. Or whatever his name is.
Hey, Nathan is asking, do Chelsea play
Leave it.
Leeds? We
Leave
went there
it.
and lost 3-0. We lost 3-0.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't ask me how we playing them.
And Robin Koch. Okay, that's their back. That's their defense. Okay, a shower of absolute wash. Oscar, can I tell you who else is a shower of crap?
I was so serious. I also said that the serious when I said 12 and below need to get out of the league.
Oh my
What
God.
is this?
Palace, we
What
need
is
the black.
this?
We need the black boys. It's
No, they can go too.
Nah, do you know what? No,
I'm tired.
because they started playing for Roy Hodgson and he couldn't play for Uncle Pat. Now get out of here, man. They can bounce as well. Yeah, we don't need them. Let's send them back. Send them back to the frigging championship and send them back to their frigging ends. Nah, man, get out of here, man.
there's proof of it. You got 3 men are anti-black, and their faces right there. So if whoever can capture this,
Listen. My issue is our black fellas, right? We're not playing for our black uncle, but they're playing for Hodgson. Get out of here. They can go. They can bounce. Lola.
Anyway.
Lola. This season, Palace had like 4 goals in total this season. They then scored 5 at Leeds.
don't get me wrong, they deserve floggings, but they didn't want to hear watch Boy Meets World.
Topanga.
Yes.
All I'm saying is, Mr. Feeney, Roy Hodgson. I'm just seeing that sometimes there's that old white guy who's, you know,
Oh,
you got a bit of love there.
working for the man.
Sometimes
Okay.
it's that old man who's like, you know, you're all right.
This is so anti Lola. I can't believe it.
This is outrageous.
Can't believe
The thing is, her blind spot is them South London youths, yeah, them black youths from South London. That's the blind spot. However,
I love Uncle Pat. I'm just saying. I would have preferred him to stay. I'm just saying. I don't hate Roy. I like him. He's an old man.
listen,
Man.
nothing against Roy the boy, yeah. But however, ask your man them in Kennington Estate why are they playing for him and they weren't playing for Uncle. They've got our uncle, they've got our legend on the job seekers allowance. Come on, do me a favor.
I can pay for that. I'm just saying. Uncle Pat was the one who refused to play Eze. I'm just saying. And Eze is the one scoring the goals now. So maybe he's got a bit of vex in his heart. He wasn't playing before. Now he's playing. He's scoring all their goals. So
listen, I've just put in a tweet to Dr. Umar. I want to know what he has to say about this. That's all I want to know.
Is Lokonga playing anymore?
Lokonga hasn't kicked the ball.
Interesting, isn't it? Interesting.
Lokonga hasn't kicked the ball.
yes.
Interesting.
It's not playing and some team is winning. There's a connection there as well.
This is why Palace can go, man. Get Tech Fleece FC.
Listen, man, that man can go, man. Yeah, Tech Fleece FC can bounce, man. You know the ones there.
Fucking Morley's FC. Get out of here. Get out of here.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bun that, man. They let Paddy down,
But big up Palace though, because we've needed a South London team for years. Like since Charlton went up to Duff.
Come on, Charlton. Where are you?
With Dennis Romadal and them man there. Yeah, man.
Dennis Romadal. Flip it out.
I kid you not, you could just turn up to the Valley 15 minutes after kickoff and find a good seat.
You know, there are some teams that are not allowed to be promoted to the Premier League because they will bring the Premier League in trouble.
Fire and vengeance. Have you seen the top?
Millwall's one of them. They can't come to the Prem. That would be bad PR.
Can I tell you? Listen, if Millwall comes to the Premier League, you might as well close it. You see who else is in the playoffs and a good value for money in the playoffs? Luton Town, guys.
No. It's ridiculous. The stadium, the away ends, you literally have to walk through somebody's front room.
That's a disgrace.
Listen,
the ticket office is legit next door to somebody's house. It's unbelievable.
I said this though. Once they let Bournemouth in, they set a rule. Anything can happen.
No, but at least Bournemouth is a stadium. It's a small stadium, but it's a stadium. Luton is a shack. Luton is a shack.
Peter has DJ'd larger venues than Bournemouth Stadium.
Okay, but Bournemouth, you've got a nice beach around the corner. What have you got?
Yeah. Bournemouth's a bit lush.
Oscar.
Luton just got Tommy Robinson spewing hate outside Kenilworth Road. I ain't got time for that, man.
Premier League must have a standard, and certain ground sizes should not be allowed. Yeah, Bournemouth should not be in the Premier League. I'm sorry. That Luton for damn sure should not be in the Premier League. How the hell?
Let me tell you right now,
Luton.
Oscar, I like to tick off a stadium whenever it comes to an away day. I'll tell you two places I'm never going. Kenilworth Road is one, and the frigging Den. Listen, guys, all you got is frigging Bermondsey and frigging Jamaica Road. That's like your nearest places there. Okay, the fact that they had frigging Hillsong in frigging. They had to put
Hillsong there.
They put Hillsong in there.
Hillsong's still there.
Just to cleanse.
Just to cleanse.
Oh, Peter, do you know what would be crazy? Let's say Arsenal are playing. Millwall. Obviously, the away allocation is like 1.5K. So you're like, you know what? Let me get a ticket in the home end. That will smell you from a mile away. He's not Millwall.
Wait.
He's not Millwall. Hey.
1.5K is the away allocation.
No, I just put a random number.
It might be like 2K to be fair. Probably about.
Yeah, I just put a random number.
You're telling me all of Adrian's followers can fill up the whole away end?
I'm moving too mad.
Yo, let me listen.
Everyone that follows Adrian on Twitter, that's the whole away end.
You know what's mad? Yeah, when West Ham play Millwall, blood, it's gonna be curtains. Yeah, let's be very clear. Lola, check this. Yeah,
it's gonna be like octagon.
Check this, right? FA Youth Cup next week, yeah? Arsenal, West Ham United in the final at the Emirates. Why are West Ham bringing 7,000 to the freaking Emirates, bruv? 7! I said
Don't know win something. I mean, they don't want to hold something.
West Ham youth have been actually balling in the.
They're champions, aren't they, this year? And they beat Arsenal last week.
Yeah, so it's
Carlton Cole did a good job, yeah?
Carlton Cole, he's not there.
I think he's coaching the under 12s or something. Yeah.
Have you heard him talk? Have you heard Carlton Cole talk about football? He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Have you heard him talk about Ghanaians?
Whoa.
No, did he not say that it was like immigration? We're waiting outside Wembley.
Oh my God.
He said there were so many Ghanaians. Immigration were waiting outside.
What was the England Ghana game?
I wonder how
England versus Ghana.
Ghana played England.
He tweeted like immigration should be outside Wembley or something.
This guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about, man.
Imagine what we were saying with Nigeria versus England. Jesus Christ.
This man went in the away end for West Ham and sang his own song.
Oh, I would do that. If I was a footballer, I'd be at all the games, man.
No, but listen, what a guy. He's got England caps. You know what I mean? What a guy, man.
Somehow.
But again, it's another what could have been. He had so much potential.
Apparently, he was cold. What's the name of the short striker? He was like 5'5". What was it? Leon Knight as well.
Leon Knight, yeah. Leon Knight. I don't think he was that great.
What was he? Fair enough.
Colorist FC, move. Leave that one there.
He was Tractor Boys, wasn't he? Wasn't he playing for Ipswich?
He played for Chelsea.
But don't he still do that podcast? I saw he was doing a podcast.
Filthy Fellas.
I was Filthy Fellas, wasn't it?
Yeah, they moved mad.
Yeah, he's not on there no more.
He moved
mad.
That's a PK Humble took his place, and now PK Humble's telling Andy Cole about the percentage chance of a 1-on-1. Andy Cole, who's got 187 league goals, is telling you it's 50-50. I've been there, I've done it, I've worn the t-shirt. PK Humble's telling him, nah, it's 70.
Yeah, I'm with PK on that one, man.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, like, bro, he said the 1v1 is 50-50. No,
yeah, because one of the players can use his hand and the other one has to put it in the back of the net. 50-50.
You're a striker. How is it 50-50?
You might people
don't want one with Alisson.
Yeah, okay. Alisson's the best goalkeeper in the world. Is that what you're gonna give me here? If I'm 1-on-1
No. I'm just saying. Imagine like a 6'4" bloke. He's running at you, spreading his arms out. Like I don't think it's that easy.
You can do so many things.
Imagine it's Danny Ward. Danny Ward.
He either score or you don't.
Danny Ward might as well be an open net. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
And Andy Cole or PK Humble and Oscar, I know who I'm listening to. Okay, you listen to Andy Cole.
For fact.
No. Peter, do you know how audacious it is? The guy literally done it for a living.
For a living. Scoring for
he's one striker. Another striker could say something else. Then what?
Yeah, it's true. Henri will probably say 90-10 to be fair.
Then what? Yeah. If Henri said 90-10, then what?
Henri's the kind of guy, who he asked his players to do things that he did on the pitch. Like, come on, TT. You know what I'm saying? He's a horrible coach.
Can you not score? I'll never forget.
Terrible coach.
Just flick it on your chest and then bang it top bins for 30 yards out.
Hello? with your back to goal. Like I did it. If I can do it, you can do it. No, that's
I love Henri. Henri must be an egomaniac, you know? I'd hate to work with him. I'd hate to work with him.
He's like the perfect pundit. So on the CBS when he's doing whatever he's doing over there, he kills.
He's A1.
AD, if you ever get the chance to look back here, go watch Thierry Henry when he was playing for Arsenal. And anytime the camera caught him looking at himself, it's the best thing ever. That guy was an ego, mate. He was vain as heck, man. He wore it. He wore it. But he
so. Anyone in the comments or whoever watches it, watch Blue Lock. It's an anime about football. It works with that. The whole concept of being a striker and ego.
Yeah. Fantastic anime. Can confirm.
Crazy. What? That when Badia Shire did attack in his chair? Oh yeah. He said, yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Is that bad? Was that Badia Shire?
In the presser.
Man just stood there like, you done, bro? Wipe my shoes, man. What's the matter with this bloke?
He was like 6'2" at that time as well. You know what I mean? Big kid.
You can play one touch, then pass. Nah, he's amazing.
Foley, yeah. Respectfully, his his tenure so far has been just horrible. It's been, oh my god,
Man, like Todd.
everyone,
Todd me.
everyone's getting death row. You're hiring, firing. How many managers at one
I can't
season?
lie. I turned on Todd, man. Like, how do you lose so much respect in less than a year?
Hey, you know what?
Guys,
I remember at the start of the season, Oscar was saying it's the Bowley era. I
mean, it
remember
is.
it. He was
It is.
gas.
I've lived it.
He's over it already. It's over the year.
Robin, the Bowley era is a nightmare. Guys, this is the worst season I have ever witnessed of football in my life.
Chelsea could actually fairly, and no one would be shocked as of what they're playing now. They finished 15th. No one will bat an eye because how they've played, you won't be shocked.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
You know you can be prosecuted for that. That's crazy.
Annabelle, who?
About 600 million spent, and you're 11th. Like, sorry, you can't do that.
Guys, apparently, after we lost to Brighton, Bowley was in the dressing room for an hour.
He's in the dressing room giving them talks.
What is he saying? What could he possibly say?
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Hey guys, you gotta.
Guys, we need to make the playoffs. And you're not making it so far.
Y'all gonna get to the end zone and just cut it back. No, but Oscar and the panel, right? If a player does bad, he gets sold. If a manager does bad, he gets sacked. What's the repercussions for Todd Bowley? What happens to him?
Bad press for a bit.
He can't do anything. He has to sell out.
Honestly,
Look at the Glazers. We trying to get to them. They don't go.
The fans have got to stop going. The fans have got to stop going.
You need to invade the pitch. Invade the pitch. That's what you need to do.
It couldn't have possibly been this bad. In your wildest.
I know it won't happen, but imagine if Chelsea are like fighting relegation in the last of the season.
Oh, I'd love it. Imagine.
I'll tell you what, mate.
Nunez, Peter Melier has picked the ball out of his net 6 times.
That was stockpiling to get to double figures.
Listen, Leeds are crap.
No, but I'm trying to be
United are garbage.
No, but I'm trying to be nice to Melier because I was slandering Ramsdale for time, and he's better than I thought. So I put him in a better team. I don't know because young keeper. Realistically speaking, you're not meant to be a good keeper at this age. Don't know how much Jude thing. You're not meant to be a good keeper at this age.
Yeah, to be fair, he shouldn't even be playing at 22. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And you're back up, like Liverpool's back up.
You are though. Leeds won't go down. That's the thing. They won't. There's worse teams.
I need them.
Who's going down?
The current 3 are going down. Southampton, Leicester, and Nottingham Forest.
Everton's getting relegated. I'm winning it with all my heart.
Everton, some way, somehow, will survive.
Leicester will survive.
Everton will get relegated, and that stupid new big stadium they're building will be in Championship. I'm gonna laugh. I need it to happen.
That'll be the best thing ever.
Restarted. Oh, it was hilarious.
Yeah, I think Southampton, Everton, between Forest and Leeds, man. I can't believe Bournemouth are through, man. I can't believe Bournemouth are 14th above West Ham.
Yeah, but
Gary O'Neill, man.
What's the point? Because sometimes you know
2 points.
Yeah, I think Bournemouth is safe. Personally,
there's a few twists left. I don't
But
think.
there is 8 games is a lot, you know, for these teams.
Yeah, it is a lot for these teams.
We generally can't call it because literally, if you win 2 out of 8, you're above the parapet. You know what I mean? So
I need Everton gone. You know what's funny about Palace, by the way? Palace have won 3 games in a row. They're still 12th.
But it's fine. It's one of those things that they're 12th, but realistically speaking, they're not going anywhere.
Yeah. No, I'm saying they're still 12th. As in, like, you know what I'm saying? Paddy had hard games. Hodgson's had the easy one.
That's what we'll say. We'll say it before. Fired him after he was playing everyone in the top 6 or whatever. Yeah. It's fine.
Man City, Liverpool.
Because realistically, I said beforehand, if he would have just let him have the rest of this thing, he probably would have won these games because they're better. The teams they're playing now are worse. But it's what it is, you know. Racism won. But it's what it is with that one there.
Peter,
I
I need
So, guys,
Everton gone.
Wait, quick question,
Oh.
Peter.
Okay.
Liverpool have scored 6 goals today. Guess how many shots on target they've had?
It can't be 6.
6.
Well, it's not been that many.
6.
That's disgusting.
Melly hasn't made a save.
Oh, poor
Yes,
man.
Guys, I saw it.
Poor
Like, you've saved something. Maybe it was off target, but I saw him say something. Like, they shot and he hit it out the goal.
Peter Endo wants to know if you'd rather have bad breath or BO permanently.
It would have to be breath, you know, because man can mask that. You get me?
Learn sign language, innit? Never open your mouth.
You know them ones there, bruv. Like 2-2 peppermint. Whereas BO is peak, fam. That's like the peak situation.
You're at the dance floor, people walking away.
But imagine the summer as well.
Oh,
On the central line,
at least,
the whole
at least bad breath. I can keep my mouth closed. Like BO, you can't even keep the armpits like this. It's just still ponging.
You can't do anything. Yeah.
It's fumes. You know them ones. It's fumes.
It's escaping from the follicles.
There's nothing you can do.
You're paused. It's just escaping from the pause.
Yeah, but then
it's
the
COVID
mask. But then that's you smelling it.
No, you got your breath stinks. You know, invest in the strong ones. Them like heavy duty ones.
You got to get the thing that Lewis Hamilton had. He had like freaking aerodynamics, blood. Like he had a vent. Like you know what I'm saying, it's like a
the Hannibal Lecter thing.
An Lecter thing, man. Yeah. I'm rocking that, man. I'm keeping my mouth shut as well, boy. You done, blood. All right, guys, let's move on. Yeah, you were talking Bournemouth, who beat Tottenham Hotspur. You'll always be. They beat Tottenham Hotspur 3-2 at the Armitage Shanks. I tell you what, how
Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur.
Remember when Spurs did the same thing to them? Payback.
Yeah. Richarlison still hasn't scored a Premier League goal.
He should have scored. He should have scored.
All right, shoulda, coulda, woulda means a better time. Yeah.
No. I agree. Hey, he must be. He's one of the worst signings in the Premier League I've ever seen.
No, he is 60 mil, and you've not got a single Premier. No, Oscar, 60 mil. You have a single Premier League goal. Has he even got an assist?
That's Memphis Bleak.
Maybe he might have an assist, but
has he even got an assist? You're 60 mil. Not even one goal.
Man said 0028, you know. It's crazy.
Yo, like, I'm fully with you, SW6, bruv. Man, them acted like Conte was the issue, blood. He just hotted everything, bruv. Like he weren't perfect. But guess what? He did miracle work.
If Conte did miracle work, I don't know why.
Thank you. Exactly.
I don't know why they debate
this. No, I'm not blaming him solely, but it's not like he doesn't get let off.
The history of the Tottenham. Absolutely, Barack.
So Peter, when Son scored like what 6 goals all season,
yeah.
In fact, that whole front line bar Kane was misfiring. So does Conte get absolved of that too?
No, but he was the least of the problems.
But isn't that just like who Son is?
Guys, he was gone when they were in the top 4 and in the Champions League. No, they weren't. No, they weren't in the Champions League, were they? I think they'd left.
I think he was there. I'm with you.
No, I think it was just after.
Yeah, I wouldn't say horrible. I'm just saying Conte doesn't get a lot of because he also exasperated a lot of stuff as well. But
listen, Conte's last speech in his rant, he said a lot of truths. We're going to be going back over that text.
He didn't lie. He didn't say one line.
We're going to go back over years to come. You know what I'm saying? Why do the players get an alibi? That's the question. That's the first question he asked. No one could answer him.
No, but
no one could answer him.
One day, if you were to meet him, yeah, and you ask him, you can. I'll praise him for being correct there. But I also ask him, how come in Europe you're crap?
Whoa.
It's a fair question.
That's a bit personal, though.
He would just say, what's this? He says 3. Yeah, what else does this mean?
In Europe,
3 championship.
Yeah, but what you do in Europe?
Listen,
the reason why no one had but even whatever club Conte is at, no one believes them in Europe. Nobody.
Fair enough. But nobody expected anything from Spurs, whether it was Conte or Jose. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, but Jose has left Spurs and has won a title. And the funny thing is, the only year he never won a trophy was at Spurs. in his career.
Hilarious.
Disgrace. Come on.
And he was about to win one, and they couldn't let him.
I don't care. He would have won that League Cup. I don't
They
care.
couldn't let him.
He
They
would have.
couldn't let him.
They couldn't let him.
If there's one thing he does well in finals, he comes to kill. He comes to kill. That's one thing he does.
Can we chat
He
about
could. He
I was going to say Spurs fans were doing Holy and Dahlia with the Xhaka thing. What did they do to Sanchez on the weekend? Because he would like his tears when he got to the Man were booing him, shouting at him, disgracing him.
Yeah, man.
I didn't see it.
Do you know why?
And then I
'Cause
talk
he-
about mental health after.
You see, they'll be doing but I'm just saying, crap, but still.
Oscar, did you not see this? Did you
No.
not see this? Oscar, he come off the bench for an injury. I think after 20 minutes or something like that, he come off the bench for an injury. Then he was pulled off before half time because he was having a shocker. And is it just after half time? Okay, just after half time. And the
They came on
crowd
and came off.
came off.
It was like 40 minutes of hell.
When the board went up, the crowd cheered, like they cheered. And it was like, oh my God, this guy received it. And by the way, his defending was awful. You can say what you want about mental health. If your defending is awful, I have every right to criticize your defending.
What
And also,
about my mental health in the crowds?
yeah,
Watching that
watching
awful
this.
display.
on my London living wage, while you're gonna collect friggin' 50, 60 grand next week. No, turn it in. I'm not gonna hear about no mental health, bro. Bun that, man. Friggin' it's just a paintbrush for all sins. Nah, bun that, man. The reason he's having a problem is because he's garbage.
Look how bad the defenders are. I saw Tanganga was back in the picture. I saw him. I said, "What is this, Tanganga?"
Oh God.
I thought it was good, you know, like when it was coming through, but no,
No, just went for the beard.
yeah, man.
Honestly, blood. Like at the end of Spurs are crap, blood. Man are losing at home to Bournemouth, blood. Like, do me a favor, bro. And then Bournemouth, yeah, big up you, man, yeah, because they tweeted North London is red. Them man are gangsters. Let me tell you that right now. Listen, Oscar,
Spurs are gone.
Oscar, say whatever you want about Bournemouth that they shouldn't be in the league because of their stadium. That is my second Premier League football club right there. Right there. Right there. After Bayern Munich,
Nobody wears off very quickly.
Oh, it does. Don't get me wrong.
As somebody that picks Bournemouth as a second team, I can tell you that for free.
Let me say, listen.
Can I just wait, Peter? Can I just ask you a question? Who is Bournemouth's manager?
Gary O'Neill.
Get out my sight.
Wait, Oscar, say what you want about Gary O'Neill. He could arguably be one of the managers of the season. Let's be very clear.
They were dead and buried when he took over.
Hang on, wait there. Are we forgetting when Scott Parker was there and he was talking dross and he was like, blood, I can't do nothing with this side. This team is dead. Literally on air, he said that, right? I can't do nothing with this
9-0.
He basically walked out.
Where is he now? Where is he now?
He's struggling.
He fell upwards.
Again.
Yeah.
He fell. He
landed in the Champions League by some miracle.
Yeah. And again, I don't think he won a game.
He didn't win a game.
Gary no man used to keep Bournemouth up. Oi.
And you know when he went to Genk, yeah. You know Genk topped their Champions League group.
No, Club Brugge.
Club Brugge, sorry.
Club Brugge, yeah.
Same thing. But yeah, he went Club Brugge.
That's a Bosco Balaban.
Have some respect for the Belgian league.
Nice game. And Juma's sports getting gassed up at the crowd. We lose immediately. Love it. Ex-player scores and gets gassed. They're not happy you get stats.
And it's friggin' he needs to change his dress sense as well. It's a friggin' shambles as well. Yeah, Dan Juma, bruv, left Bournemouth to only get packed by them. Big up Dan Juma. They finally played him, bruv. They freed him, bruv, and he scored. He thought, yeah.
Well, go before Richarlison, so he's putting out there to say, hey, I've scored one game I've scored. What's Richarlison done?
Good question.
Fuming watching that whole.
Go on, Robin.
8 games to go. We say. Does Tottenham make the top 4?
No, I told you it was done when they sacked Conte. I said it was over. Freaking over.
I think the top 4 is. I don't know about the order, but I think the top 4, as in the clubs in it, I think it is as it is. I
really hope Newcastle make it.
I think, don't get me wrong, I think the annoying thing about Spurs is because Kane can win them games, there's chances that they could still get it. I mean, I think the next game is actually Spurs versus Newcastle. I could see Kane getting a brace or whatever, and they've won the game. You get what I mean? Like Kane's annoying.
Do you know what?
For them.
It's interesting you say that because I'll tell you the club that I'm looking at where I'm thinking, and that is Manchester United, because the game to still be confirmed is against Chelsea, of course. They're away at Spurs next, home to Villa, away at Brighton, away at West Ham. That's like their next 3-4 games. And depending on what happens with Sevilla in the Europa League, it's looking, you know what I'm saying? It's a little mix and blend. Brighton might have something to say about this, by the way. They've still got to play Arsenal and United and City. And I think they've got to play Newcastle, Brighton. So, like, they could actually have a conversation because I think they played 29 games. I think they played the least out of the bunch there. So the fact that they've only played 29 games, you know, and they could really say something about this top 4 race.
Fight. I think it'd be a fight. I'm just saying, I think it might be the clubs who are in the top 4 will be the ones who end it.
Interesting. Brighton's next 5: away at Forest, home to Wolves, home to Man United, home to Everton, away at Arsenal. It's up for grabs, man. It's up for grabs, you know. So we'll have to wait and see. Let's end on Man United real quick. Man United 2-0 winners at the City ground. Robinho, what were your thoughts?
Listen, I couldn't care less about Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest are dead.
Anthony actually had his, for me, I think it's the first time I've seen Anthony play like an actual sick player. He actually looked good.
Yeah, Anthony looked very good.
He looked very good. Him, Bruno, all that stuff was fine. But like I said, someone died on Thursday night, and I've not recovered.
I swear.
Are you going through this Thursday, Robin?
I don't know.
Gun to your head.
I don't know. So do you know?
In Seville?
Literally. So you said about how Arsenal were cruising in the first half against West Ham. We were cruising against Sevilla. Sevilla are dead. Like, there's nothing good about them. We were fine, cruising 2-0. And you know that you say this a lot on your PR, your McLaren Fan TV on Ferrari. Whatever went wrong in that game.
What can go wrong will go wrong.
Okay. Everything went so left. We lost Varane before halftime. I'm thinking, okay, we can sit this out, but it's fine. We lose the Sancho Martinez. I said, oh no. I literally sat there and I said, oh no. No. I was ready to give my own foot to this guy. I said, we cannot lose him. We cannot. And then we lost him. And now he's out for the rest of the season. Harold Maguire or Maguire. I said, this is why Maguire. Because
Harry Maguire.
Like people, you need to have faith. Faith is a big thing because faith sometimes rewards people and brings you. Because how this guy is a professional football player, I do not know. First of all, Taro Melessa, you've had quite a few good games, but that 2-1, unacceptable. Not allowing that. Yeah, a stinker. Yeah,
it was bad.
And then Maguire. The Maguire that I have known for years.
Why did you take the knee?
Listen, no. Peter, listen to this. Manchester United scored 4 goals on Thursday night. It was 2-2.
Yeah.
We scored 4 goals. It was 2-2.
Can I ask, why did Maguire take the knee? Is he the Undertaker? This guy was the Undertaker.
The way Robin is going when it's like Martinez is gone, now we're stuck with Maguire. This is me, Saliba gone, and we're stuck with Holding. This is how I feel. Drop off his back.
No. You know when the whistle was blowing for full time, I sat there. I literally sat there for 30 minutes. I was like,
relief.
No, we've lost. Like, I couldn't care about the 2-2. If I'm being honest, we should go. We should go through. If I'm being honest, we should. But now I'm not confident. My confidence went from 7 to 4 on how we're gonna get through not only in the Europa League but the rest of the season.
No question.
Because we've got Casemiro back, we've got Eriksen back. Rashford might be back. We don't have Shaw at the moment. We've lost now Marcel Sabitzer as well.
She'll get injured.
Shaw's been injured for a hot minute. You've not seen him. Where has he been?
Bro, you got a new contract. I said I ain't doing this no more. Stuff this. What are you
He
talking
got
about?
injured straight away.
No Bruno Fernandes.
Oh yeah,
Bruno Fernandes on Thursday because he's suspended. Again, how the referee pissed me off. How was that a yellow card?
I didn't see it.
I couldn't believe it.
he's
The ball was smashed to his arm about 70 miles per hour. Ref straight away, yellow card, no problem. It didn't even lift his arm.
Wow.
Well, look at it. Martial
Anyways,
comes back and then Rashford and everyone else gets injured. Fantastic.
I was like, really, really? So whatever can go wrong, literally, in that game, we should have been 4-0, 5-0 up. Cruising, because Sevilla are crap. Like, I was worried because they're always our bogey team, and they still are. They still are a bogey team. Like,
Even with no Emery, they're still there causing havoc.
It's still annoying.
They're still annoying.
But yeah.
I feel like when it's either when Martinez got injured or it was at the 2-2 or whatever it was Sevilla decided to actually start playing a little bit, and I was like,
all of a sudden,
because who came onto the pitch? Harold Maguire. That's why he came onto the pitch.
Correct me if I'm wrong though. Like Jesus Navas came on, and who's the other one? There's another player that they brought on where they were saving them for the league because obviously they're fighting a relegation battle as well in the league. Yeah. So it's like now I think they're just gonna go for it, man. At the Sanchez Pizjuan. Oh, I can't wait for it. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be electric at Sevilla.
But yeah, so that's why yesterday, even though we was bantering Arsenal, I was still panicking because I said it is an Ollie back four. And even before we were cruising, like we were still cruising, but every time Oxford has the ball, guess who nearly scored for them? Harold Maguire. I'm seeing headers going towards the goal, and I'm thinking, that's when I was in the group chat. I said, how is this guy footballer? How?
No.
I need to know.
That's what disappointed me with Forest. Yeah, I was disappointed because I thought Forest could take advantage of the situation at Man United. However, name the centre forward at Forest.
In fairness, they should have penalty because that man he handballed it.
Yeah.
Why handballed it?
He handballed it. I agree with you. Maguire just causing me heartache. And I said I have to do this again for the most crucial part of the season. Yeah. The crucial part of the season, I have to rely on Harry. Victor Lindelof, by the way, great game, nice and tidy. I have nothing to say bad about him. But it is that man that claims to be the Manchester United captain and has the gall to say, "Oh, when I'm on the pitch, everything is fine. We're gonna win it." I said,
clean sheet, mate. He's got a point. He's got a point.
Yeah,
I cannot.
You got a clean sheet against Forest, but he was horrendous. But it will look great.
He was horrendous.
Listen,
he was horrendous.
And when he meets, what's his name? And Yezri or something like that. When he meets them there in Seville. Oh.
Listen, when Luke Shaw returns, I need Luke Shaw at centre back. Remember the centre back pairing of Luke Shaw and what's it? Lissandro Martinez is out, guys. Oh my gosh, my heart.
The Butcher. Benny the Butch. Right. Let's wrap up.
But other than that, 3 points. Hold tight the 3-point collectors, by the way, this week.
Shut up.
Because no one else got points this week. I can say that. But yeah.
Listen, bro. Yeah, you celebrate now. You're about 15 points behind us. Yeah, you celebrate, man. You celebrate.
Listen, you told me it was a guaranteed win last week at the West Ham Stadium. Oh, yeah, it was a guaranteed win. He said guaranteed.
Listen, don't be drawn into debates with teams you can't even see anymore. Not there, man. You're down the highway.
The thing is,
honestly,
you're only way to Arkansas.
Peter does it to himself. He does it to himself.
I'm on Route 66, bro. Are you mad?
He says things. He says things. And I just make notes. That's all I do. Okay, he said that.
Keep making your notes, my friend. My friend, St. Mary's. We will confirm
Like I
Southampton's
said,
relegation this week,
beat
man.
Liverpool,
Yeah.
beat City. I will concede. And I said, I'll concede.
No, we can't actually, no. Although, what we can do is secure top 4 on Friday.
There you can. You can confirm Champions League.
And secure probably St. Tottenham's Day as well.
Okay.
It's happened again. Tottenham Hotspur. Anyway,
Tottenham are pathetic, you know. You waste the bloody space, honestly, man. Like, as a Tottenham Hotspur fan, like, what happiness do they give you? Like, what's the point of waking up every week to go and watch Tottenham play? Why do you do it to yourselves?
The joy was above Arsenal for a while. That was their joy because they weren't winning.
That's it. And Poch made you lot all think. You know what I'm saying? Made you think.
No, Poch was cold, man. Like, he didn't get his flowers. What manager?
Yeah, I know, innit? One F-ball. Anyway, let's do the rest of these fixtures while we wrap up. Leeds United 1, Liverpool 6. AD, come on, that's got to give you some joy, surely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, good.
I'm beating 3 Liverpool now, isn't it?
Is it?
I want to say so. I swear you drew to Chelsea, then you drew to
Arsenal.
2 draws and a win.
No. City slapped us. City slapped us, bro.
City in between all that, yeah?
Yeah, City was after Chelsea.
Ah, okay. I thought Chelsea was after.
Wait, was it? I know, mate. Actually, no. I think it was just telling like it was City on the weekend, then Chelsea midweek, then Arsenal.
Yeah. So 3 points.
Yeah, we'll take it, man. At the moment, we're playing with pride. I just want to see, players coming back into fitness, players finding form, and hopefully next season we can cobble together a title challenge. And yeah, especially if you ain't got no Europe. Yo,
but say, like, what do you want? Do you want to go to Europe or you don't?
No, I don't want no. It's either Champions League or nothing. Like Liverpool have got 6 European Cups. 6 Champions Leagues even. So. Going into the Europa League it's pointless.
I'm just saying you're playing for pride. Shouldn't that mean winning your games, meaning you're going to probably end up getting Europe?
You know what? If we end up there, we end up there, innit? But ideally, I wouldn't want to go in there. Obviously, big up Luis Diaz as well. I ain't seen him since Thomas Partey fell on them. So it's good to see him, bro. I kid you not, he speaks English now. He's got a goatee. I'm like, who is this guy? Yeah, man.
He's coming rugged, bro. He's coming back rugged.
Also, by the way, you see Darwin Nunez. Time for chaos ball is over. I need a leg man up top. I need a killer. I need a goal scorer. Anyway.
He'll be your man next season.
I hope so. Like we've seen signs. I hope so.
On the other side of Merseyside, Everton 1, Fulham 3. Jesus of Naz. Fulham have like no players fit, and yet they managed to put 3 at Goodison. Everton, you're going down with the Macam. Yeah, go on.
Any team who's playing Everton, I'm supporting them. I need Everton gone.
Well, Man City are playing Everton, so I think we need to reverse that. Reverse. Get me blazing squad.
To
flip that.
What, Sean Dyche and them, man.
Hey, if by your logic, we're winning the rest of the games, innit? So I don't really matter. So I need that.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about City's results. It's in your hands.
Yeah. Hey, it's in your hands.
So wait there, guys. So Lola, you're gonna support Man City when they play against Everton. That's what you're telling me.
Why does it matter?
Exactly. You're saying
she said we're gonna support every team against Everton. Now, last time I checked, City are playing Everton. Do you want to support City? You want to see Everton gone more than you want to see us get an advantage over City?
You said we're winning or matching every single City game.
According to your logic, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but that's not. But my logic isn't hers. Like
True.
Your logic is.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Just because it's my logic, it doesn't. I'm not the one saying, "Oh, I'm supporting Man City." By the way,
he spent 20 minutes disagreeing with you. Yeah, you're right.
Was I didn't win games. I can still support both. I said it's going to be harder. So me, I can say Arsenal can win their games or draw their games, and City can still beat Everton and them gone.
Listen,
I can have both. I can have both.
Lola, you understand? Everton versus Manchester City. Who are you supporting? Let's have it right.
Everton to lose. Shoot himself in the foot.
Wow. This is
Even
what
I
we're
don't
up
hate
against.
Everton that much.
This is what we're up against.
I need to go on.
All right, fine.
When Rodri had the ball, I was fuming last season. I couldn't support. I was mad.
Rodri's made a few of us spit blood, honestly. That's another team that's gone. Southampton 0, Palace 2. We kind of glossed over it very quickly. The Saints going down. Wolves 2, Brentford 0. Good stuff by Julian Lopetegui. I think he's got. I think he's
Diego
got form
Costa's
safe.
first goal back.
Man, like Diego Costa.
His first goal.
Chelsea could do with him, to be
Back.
fair.
Yeah.
I think he got suspended and he got injured and he's like been commit.
Chelsea
Listen,
could do with him.
let's call a spade. He shouldn't be playing football anymore. We've seen the state of him.
He should.
He's
not
BMI's
fit.
on the he can't run anymore.
Nowhere near.
Like
You know what,
he's
yeah?
too out of breath to even be aggressive. He can't even catch up to his defender to poke them in the eye no more. No,
AD, what does that say about Raul Jimenez, man? Like, let's keep it a buck. What does that say about the likes?
I don't want to laugh at him because legit, like he's lucky to be alive.
Him and his unfortunate because that head clash with
Yeah. He was a good striker up until that point. Now, but honestly, Oscar, get a proper number 9. I promise you. Like you'll be a happy boy. Get a proper number 9.
Lukaku's coming back next season.
And
Screw Lukaku, man.
Screw him. And even as an Interista, man, get him out the freaking football club as well.
Screw that guy.
What the hell?
Listen.
Hang on a minute, though. Who's going to buy him? Who's going to buy him?
Some way, somehow, Inter Milan will win the Champions League. I told you, you'll never hear the end from Lukaku.
Bro,
you will never hear it.
For us Interista, yeah, they are one hand in the semi-final of the Champions League, mate. Oh,
it's amazing times.
We're gonna have
Amazing
an Italian
times.
team in the final. Let's deep this. We're gonna have an Italian team in the Champions League final, guys.
And also a Milan derby semi-final. Oh, juicy times. Juicy times.
I can't lie. As much as a Milan derby would hit me in the feels, I need AC to get pumped this week. I'm not gonna lie, man. I need Napoli to turn up and just send a rocket launch, bro.
That's the issue.
No, it's touch and go.
Yeah, he's back. He's back now. He just came back this game.
I think
in the weekend.
What's been proven is that which one is the more important of the two in that team.
They won Serie A. They've won Serie A.
But you can. There's a noticeable difference when Osimhen's not in the team and when he is.
Oh, it's night and day.
It is night and day.
KK, brother. It's still there, but it's not looking nice. Osimhen is necessarily they need him. They need him.
Yeah.
If they're gonna beat AC Milan, they need him.
He improves most teams on the planet, if we're being honest.
But I think Napoli at home, the wind will take over, man. Milan ain't getting the hell out of there. They're not getting out of there alive.
They're gonna hell out of Dodge.
There's gonna be blood everywhere. Let me tell you now. Sorry.
What's the aggregate?
1-0.
1-0 to Milan.
No, man. Okay, could be.
1-0 Milan. Yeah, they're not gonna get out of there alive. Right, Oscar, goal of the week.
It's funny you ask Oscar.
That Paraguayan done.
I don't remember his name, but he scored a banger.
Incenso? Is that his name?
Yeah,
Incenso, I think so.
Incenso.
He's an idiot. Do you know why? Yeah?
Enciso.
These man, all these Brighton players were just time wasting. All of it. He came off. This guy came off the bench and he's going down with cramp in the 90th minute.
Scumbag. You must have been fuming.
Oh
yeah. Julio Incenso. Did you not hear De Zerbi afterwards? Like after he scored his goal, he stopped playing for the team. Raw.
Yeah, no, he
wow, just packed him. He just packed him in.
But yeah,
Italians are not normal. Let's be very clear. But yeah, Enciso, yeah, for sure. Enciso is definitely the goal of the week, without a shadow of a doubt, guys. Are we all in agreement?
Yeah.
Who is the player of the week?
I think it's cheap, but to equal the current PL goal record, I have to say Erling Haaland.
No, I think you got a good case. Erling Braut.
He's almost a victim of his own success.
Yeah.
Because he should be at most weeks, if we're being raw.
And the thing is, Pep takes him off at half time like it's regs. And it's getting annoying. Like, why are you doing that? Just let the man have his hat trick.
Nah, he needs to keep it. He needs to keep him hungry.
Because he's doing it because he doesn't want him to break Messi's record. That's why.
Is that what it is? Yeah. I see Calvin Phillips get a shirt on in the 55th minute. Sat there like, what's going on, blood? Like I'm saying, what is going on? A whole Calvin Phillips. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going Erling Haaland as well. What are you man saying?
Haaland is a fair shout.
Yeah, Rory Jennings has to hold that one still.
Yeah, he has to hold it.
Was that the soccer socials? What do they call it? Saturday soccer.
He said it's disrespectful to the establishment.
What establishment?
What does that mean?
You think Benny McCarthy wasn't tearing up the establishment? Do me a favor, man.
Benny McCarthy.
When David Gold said he was leaner than him, do me a favor.
David Gold. Oh God. The team of the week, people.
Aston Villa for me.
They were superb. They were absolutely
Villa.
But I see your Villa and I raise you the cherries or the seagulls.
The answer is Aston Villa.
Ooh. It's not Aston Villa.
Villa.
It's still Villa.
You're saying that Villa is the team of the week over Brighton and Bournemouth this weekend. Am I hearing?
Brighton are better than Chelsea. There's nothing new.
Brighton slapped Chelsea, but Chelsea are asked. So out of the way. Then it's like
Bournemouth, to be fair.
I think it's
between Bournemouth and Villa. But I'm gonna go Villa because 3-0 comprehensive. Get off the pad.
Yeah,
Ollie Watkins as well, looking good.
Ollie Watkins could have got a shout for player of the team of the week, to be fair.
I even told you he's on like 18 league goals.
Yeah, but what's Brentford really saying though? Because I ain't seen them scoring goals for a little bit still.
No, that just shows you like Haaland. He just put accomplishments. It makes them look they pale in comparison.
everyone like applauding Kane for having what 24 goals, but they're not because Haaland's in his 30s.
Because Kane could conceivably end the season on 30, and it's like, yeah, but Haaland got 42. Like, okay.
It's a disgrace, man. It's a disgrace. It's an actual disgrace. Mo Salah's still got 15 in the league this season. Fair play to him, man.
Two missed penalties as well. I was kicking myself about that.
What's the top 5?
So it's Erling Haaland, Harry Kane, Ivan Toney. I want to say Rashford, then Salah. Or Rashford and Salah, I think got the same goals. And then you can say Martinelli.
Ollie's not creeping up that list now, yeah?
I heard Ollie's on like 15.
Ollie's on 14. Ollie's on 14 with Martinelli.
Yeah, I was going to say Martinelli's got 14.
Yeah, they're both on 14.
Wait, who's it always attacked me about Martinelli? Who's in the chat who always come for him? Is it Asa?
About who? About who?
Yeah, it's Martinelli.
About Martinelli.
That's another assist this weekend for Martinelli.
Say another goal.
They hate his dribbling style or something. I don't know what, but yeah.
Hey, if Arsenal keep dropping points and Martinelli keeps scoring, I'm happy. I'll take it.
Yeah, you're eating both ways.
Don't worry, mate. Do yourself a favor and start triple captaining, bro. Start triple captaining this week, boy. It's Friday, boy, because Arsenal are about to give Southampton one hell of a beating this weekend. Let's be very clear. Anyway,
first versus 20th.
He said that last week.
Listen, it's first versus 20th. Oscar told you, innit? First versus 20th. Go on, I dare anyone to predict, yeah? I dare anyone to predict that Southampton...
Award for us! Free kick! The
thing is, I can see that podcast now. Robert will say, and then Peter will just lose his rag.
Oh, God.
I'm having
to lose.
I'm having a chill one this weekend, but I tell you, if Southampton get a result at Arsenal, I'm going out Friday night. I'm out.
Listen, Arsenal versus Southampton on Friday. Oscar, let's finish. Arsenal versus Southampton this weekend, this Friday.
Oh,
come on.
Saints. Will be played at every bar. Will be played.
Name the manager.
Oh, no, it's Arsenal. Arsenal's winning. I'm predicting Arsenal to win.
Why are we doing predictions?
Arsenal.
It's not the prediction time of the show. Why are we doing?
What do you mean? Why? What are we doing?
Oh yeah, not that guy. He's not that guy. He's not there.
Flipping hell, guys. Let's get on with it, man.
Peter's not
FIFA's not that frigging guy after that club championship that this guy mentioned earlier.
That's nonsense.
What? Chelsea qualified.
Not that guy this week is Bukayo Saka.
Hey,
Oh, he is.
Good shout.
Oh,
Good shout.
His team,
he should
his team needed him.
let's be real. Let's be real. He should have put that in.
Listen,
Also, another
big
point.
stage.
It went wide as well. Over that the keeper made a
No,
save.
the thing is, also, if the allegations are true, Leroy Sané is not that guy either.
Leroy Sané's not.
Because
Yeah.
if the allegations are true, that's what I'm saying. It's an asterisk. It's an asterisk.
Allegations are true.
Yeah, because he was a colorist and he got a bus slip. That's 2 for 2.
That lip was bust. Did you see it on Sunday?
This Sam's chicken.
His lip was
That lip was
two.
that was mad.
Man said 2 for 2, you know, like he's at Sam's.
You see Mane, yeah? I know Mane didn't use his fist. I know he used the bottom of his palm like a monkey claw kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. You know, it wasn't like a proper bag. It was like a Bessie. Mane's too funny, man. By the way, Liverpool fans, I don't know why I'm seeing Liverpool fans open to the idea of Sadio Mane coming back. Let's let sleeping dogs lie.
Oh no,
please,
because
man.
apparently Bayern want to sell him now.
Yeah, that's fine.
I want to sell him now. Like he's like, nah, I won't have that anymore.
Don't mean we have to buy him.
Oh my god, you guys are mental.
And there will be the situation where we're like, in the James Milner Henderson situation, where we're like, why did we give him a 3-year deal when he's like 35 and completely washed?
Bring back players unless they're like young as hell.
Yeah,
Leave that one there.
he's 32. He was on. He declined like 2 years ago.
It's not like
Yeah, it's
Messi.
It's mental. Yeah, if it's Messi, it's different, isn't it? But yeah. But when
can
you
I-
rely on
can
your
I-
pay,
Can I put another person that's not that guy? Another not that guy? Harold Maguire. Because he's not a footballer. He's not that guy. He simply isn't.
How can you be not that guy with a clean sheet?
He got a clean sheet, bro. That's 5 points on the
Did
fantasy.
you see what he did on Thursday night? And a handball.
He took a knee. He was honouring
He scored
George
4
Floyd.
goals at Old Trafford.
no, that's mental. What did you say? I can't believe you said that.
Even that or the Undertaker. It's got to be one of them.
We have to say
Yeah.
that sometimes when it's time to induct, it's time to induct. We have to say, Taiwo Owani. Welcome to the Maguire Penitentiary. Hold that. Hold that, Taiwo. Hey, did you hear Gary Neville butchering that name? Oh, you couldn't get it.
It's a hard name, man. I'm not gonna lie. That name is difficult.
Very simple.
Taiwo?
This Taiwo Awani. It's very simple.
Awani. Fair enough. Yeah, it's not that hard.
It's not that difficult.
I can't lie because I remember when Forest came to play us in it, yeah, and he just scored against Liverpool the week before, and I was like,
Oh, Peter,
I didn't want
what's the
this
name?
to
What's the
be-
name of the Napoli winger? The really skillful one from Georgia.
Number 77. Yeah, that's what I call him. Number 77.
Kendrick.
You know what, fans?
I
I thought he was gonna give that the perfect pronunciation.
No, do you know what it is?
That's how I want to set you up.
I haven't studied it enough yet. I haven't studied that name enough. Don't worry, next season, innit? When we're in
Yeah,
Champions
League, innit?
I can
Yeah.
have a look, man. I can have a look. You know what I'm saying?
Something like that.
Oh no, but if you are to play Napoli in the Champions League, you would have to finish second.
Knockout stages, my friend.
Knockouts,
Last
innit?
16.
Ain't
Last 16.
nobody said about
He
knockout.
thinks he's gonna get there. Look up him.
Mental.
Oscar, at least we'll be at the party. Don't hate from outside the club when you can't even get in.
And you know what? You know how he dissed Bayern Munich and saying that they're not on a title race. What happens if they finish second? You finish first. And that reunion has happened.
Listen, you've got more chance of this country going Labour again before Bayern Munich lose a title in Germany, and that's facts. Trump
That's
might
crazy.
actually be the president of America again. I think he came. I think he's fighting for the next one. Flirty's the only one who can pronounce him.
Hey, Trump is old though.
No, but I swear,
Hey,
guy,
He's arrested at the moment.
Yeah, and you're not impeached. What's he talking about?
Peter, is it true that the Emirates is called the Arsenal Stadium in Europe because of the
Yep,
sponsorship?
the same way Etihad is called the City of Manchester Stadium, the same way
Juventus
Stadium.
Stadium as well.
Can I ask why the name's so crap? Like, why don't you get a good name?
It's UEFA who names them. So
That's
No. So Old
whatever
Trafford
is your,
Old Trafford. Anfield is still Anfield Stadium.
yeah, obviously.
So to be fair, those are sponsors though.
what
Those
I'm
are
saying
sponsors.
is
That's a sponsor name.
Anfield, Old Trafford, Stamford Bridge. They're not sponsors,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they have a decent name. They're not. It's not called the Chelsea Stadium.
Or the
It's called
Nike Arena. You know what I mean?
Why don't they just call it, what was it, Ashburton Grove or whatever you're called?
Because it didn't have an original name. It didn't actually have an original name.
Yeah, you're start. You see, this is the football's gone, man. Football's gone.
I mean, we have the Spotify Camp now, which is always funny.
Football's
Huh?
gone, man.
I'm calling it that.
I sure as hell ain't calling it
Because
that.
I can see a genuine album playlist. Rubbish techno music. I'm a curse, man.
All right, guys, come on, let's wrap this up now. Friday night, yeah. No, in fact, not that guy. I'll name him. Not that guy. This man was born in. When you born, bruv? 11th of January 1996. He has played for the German national team. He's of Senegalese descent.
Interesting.
And for whatever reason, if alleged, let's put this on the asterisk, alleged, he is said to have been insulting one Sadio Mane's skin color. And therefore, Leroy Aziz Sane, you're not that frigging guy, you moron, with your bust.
His surname was even Sane.
You know the ones. Sane and Mane.
He's attacking his brethren for what his natural skin is to look like that. Salt of his dad is what is insulting, you know. Senegalese man.
Mad.
Yeah. Former footballer, Senegalese international Solomon Sane.
Your dad's from Dakar, rude boy. And you're moving like that. You're going like that. Yeah, you're acting all metropolitan or Munich.
Or West Germany, like, allow it, bro.
By the way,
Friday
random one. I was going to say, do you feel like Sane may end up becoming one of those ones that didn't become?
Yeah.
Like he didn't hit the heights.
Yeah, I think he's known as like a very good player who just didn't really kind of get high.
He's giving me Kingsley Coman vibes, I must say. Or Douglas Luiz vibes.
Like Coman's like
Kingsley's better though.
Kingsley's better. Kingsley's got his things where you can say he scored the winning goal in Bayern Munich to win their Champions League. You know, he's got his things where Kingsley comes.
He's won the league every season of his career.
Don't get me wrong. Yes, that is true. But like,
he's a World Cup winner. And actually contributed to the team that won the World Cup.
He actually contributed to France winning the World Cup.
That's true.
It's directly.
Let me say Douglas Costa then.
Didn't he get injured in that group stage?
I don't know.
Let me say Douglas Costa then. Let me say Douglas Costa then. The other Bayern Munich winner.
I cannot remember. I actually can't remember.
He definitely contributed. No one remembers.
I remember being there. I do remember being an actual positive contribution. I'm like, yeah.
But to be fair, what Matuidi played left wing? That weird kind of.
He contributed.
Wait, all I'm saying is that he wasn't in the song. There's no Kingsley Coman line in the song.
You know what?
He's at the end when they just say
Benjamin Pavard's not in there. But he was a massive contribution.
There's a bit at the end where they just say all the names. And he's like,
Coman's in there. Coman's in there.
I'm saying,
no, but he was like miscellaneous.
Benjamin Pavard.
Benjamin Mendy got his own bar.
Stephen
Benjamin Pavard
can't be named.
Contribution.
No, he actually says Fekir. Bro, they don't say Coman in that song.
You can't say Nabil Fekir and
do you know?
Mandanda.
No, I know Peter. I'm not saying that Drew thieved a World Cup. Do you know who actually thieved a World Cup? Prenzel Kimpembe. He was the resident DJ of the whole. He didn't play a game.
No, vibes, though, innit? Vibes.
Hey,
that's a DJ.
That's a stinker. I'm sorry. Let's tell you that's a stinker. Coman wasn't in the squad.
I said he was in the squad.
You guys said not only was he in the squad, he contributed.
Night games. I couldn't remember him. I couldn't remember. That's
Fair enough.
that's
Fair
insane.
enough.
That's a
Fair enough.
stinker.
He got- he
That's
caught-
a stinker.
He was he had the alt, man. He was the vibes
The
coach.
vibes.
He
The
had
vibes,
the speaker.
Needed him. They needed him to keep the vibes correct. They needed him.
Wow.
But he got
All
one
right.
of the biggest parts of the song.
Yeah,
Why?
He has a made part of the song.
Maestro, keep him there.
Kimpembe.
Yeah,
And I got
he had a
Mandem.
made part.
They're the
But
best
why did he shave his hair for the Euros?
Because he's a moron, that's why.
He was looking like his dad. He went too far. He was going
Like his
too
dad.
bad.
That's the funniest thing.
Yeah, he
And
was going too
we've never seen his
mad.
dad. We've never seen his dad, but he looks like his dad.
He looks like his dad.
He's trying to be in a serious man vibe right now. So she said, bold off.
Right.
When did he become like a senior player?
No, we're not talking anymore on frigging Kimpembe, yeah? I'm not having a frigging conversation. Is this Euro goals? We're not frigging talking about Kimpembe.
No, guys. Okay, last one, yeah? Last one. The funniest picture ever. PSG, I think they lost to Monaco, and then Kimpembe was pleading to the crowd, innit? You know how the Monaco Stadium looks kind of dusty? So man looks like he was like he was looking, and I think he had a megaphone. I was looking like a Ugandan politician. It was too funny.
Oh my god.
It looks like he was running against Mugabe. It was too funny.
No, Euro goals was elite, but that's for the Tuesday. Okay, that's not for a Monday night show. Right, guys, for the
What's
love
been
of
Tuesday
God.
night be? Talk to us.
All right, Tuesday,
Tuesday
Chelsea
night.
versus Real Madrid. Let's go.
Once again, his name is Vinicius Junior, and he's going to turn up to the Stamford Bridge and do his thing.
Vinny, and the Benzi and Valverde.
2-1 Madrid.
2-1. You're giving Chelsea sniff.
I think, yeah.
You scores for Chelsea? Just out of curiosity.
Someone.
What's that feeling?
Raheem Sterling.
You'll get it.
Mason.
Oh,
To be fair, like it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Chelsea get an early goal, you know.
I mean, Chelsea get a goal, but then everyone will beat him.
I think it'll be that.
By the way,
responsibility that we go through.
do you know what? Who else is not that guy? West Ham United. Because Oscar, I heard that. Don't worry, we'll get there. They were playing the Liquidator before we got to the ground. Stinker. They played the Liquidator as we were arriving at the stadium. I said, you absolute scum. Right. Spirit of SW6. I mean, listen, let's see it. Champions League nights, innit?
Champions League nights. I'm going to lights at the bridge. You already know what time it is.
Yeah.
You could run me mad when he said that. The European nights.
He's mad. He's
That's
a
right.
mad man.
The European nights at Stamford Bridge.
All right. We're all going Real Madrid. Napoli versus Milan. What are we saying?
See, I've been watching Rafael Leao in the last couple of weeks. That's on fire. That's what I'm saying.
Is Usman fit?
Yes.
Yeah,
Napoli have to rise it.
But is he fit to start, or like he's fit because technically and he's going to?
So he came off the bench on the weekend.
Yeah.
So he came off the bench.
I'll go 2-1. No, that is a draw. That is a draw. I think that will go through. So whatever that causes, that will be that.
Okay, Napoli to go through. Yeah, I'll make you right as well. Napoli to go through. Bayern Munich versus Man City on the Wednesday.
Hold that one. Bayern Munich go home.
Bayern Munich.
Single pack, man.
Down.
Yeah, it's slapped. If
I'm
it'll be a centre back. It'll be one of the centre backs will get a goal for them.
They got Balotelli, brother. I'm saying City in extra time.
Yeah?
What you think Bayern scoring 3?
City in extra time. That's what I said.
Without reply.
Without reply.
City in extra time. That could be 4-4. Could be 5-5.
But I'm saying that Bayern have to get at least 3. At least.
Yeah. No, it's right.
Yeah.
Robin. Peter doesn't believe that 2-0 is fragile, but he thinks 3-0 is.
I didn't say it was fragile. Well, that's what I said, isn't it? Don't put words in my mouth. Don't put words in my mouth. Okay. You know what? You know what Pep Guardiola's like. He's gonna throw Bernardo Silva at left back again.
I would
Yeah,
love
some
it.
weird
I would love it if
2-1-7
Bayern went through.
formation.
I'd love
Listen,
it if
guys,
Bayern went
pay,
through, but that is not happening.
all I'll say is pay
That's just not
attention.
happening.
All I'll say is pay attention. Pay attention to that starting 11. That's all I'm going to say. That's where all my eyes will be on. Okay, in the other quarterfinal, Inter Milan versus Benfica, who have a 2-0 lead. I'm sure you guys are going to say.
Inter.
Internazionale.
Internazionale. Okay.
Brothers of the world. Thank you.
Rise up your life.
Right. Sevilla versus Man United, 2-2 at the moment. Who's going through?
United.
I think we'll go through. It'll be sticky.
Sevilla. No Bruno, no party.
Listen, I'm going all in on the Sevilla hype train, boy.
Streets are saying, yeah.
You think you can win games without Rashford? Nah, man.
And Sevilla sacked their manager as well.
Rashford is back for that. He's not going to start, but he's back.
You're gonna break him, aren't you?
He's gonna carry the
Like when they broke his back, and then they called him rubbish for like a year.
Oscar, more than you believe. More than you believe, we're going to break him.
More than you believe.
Oh.
All right.
Listen,
Yeah, so
Lissandro Martinez is out. I have
That's a why.
nothing.
That's a why, isn't it?
Adrian, that's criminal, you know. They broke his back and then they called him trash.
Bro.
Man.
They called him Trashford for a year.
Rashford.
Man was feeding kids.
Come on, guys. Let's go, guys. Let's
Remember,
go.
United fans were telling him to stop feeding the kids and focus on his football. You remember that?
I told him not to go to Miami. That's what I said. He should be in Paris. Playing the NBA.
I was in Miami shooting hoops with Sancho. Ridiculous, man.
Right.
Did he not go to Dubai recently?
Mate, he did like a round trip of like Dubai and Paris, and then played on the weekend for Manchester United. He did something crazy like that one time, but it was just like, come on. Anyway,
I think I saw him at Ascot as well, or something weird. Yeah.
Doing
Ascot.
He went to like some race. Or it might have been NASCAR, maybe not even horse race. He went to some race thing.
I think he was at the Formula One as well.
Was it Formula One? It was to do with racing. It was to do with racing.
Right, but him and Lewis Hamilton are boys.
Jesus of Nazareth. Let's friggin' finish this podcast, man, for God's sake. Right. Friday.
Manchester United will go through.
United are going out, man.
Pierre don't give a damn. They just have to have respect.
They should stay in Seville on Friday and just call it a night, mate. You know what I mean? They don't even bother. Okay. We've done Friday, Arsenal Southampton. Surely.
I'm going with Arsenal. I'm going with that. We're at home, innit?
Yeah, we're at home.
I'm going Arsenal. I'm going Arsenal.
4-1 Arsenal.
But there will be a Ward-Prowse zone.
It will be a Ward-Prowse goal. It will be 4-1.
It'll be a clean sheet, guys.
This will be a mauling. It'll be a mauling.
It'll be 5-0, mate.
It will be battering.
So I'm going to say Ward-Prowse will get his goal, and then we'll smack them 4.
I'm going to say 2-1, last minute winner.
Anyhow you do not get 3 points. Peter, you have to look at the team at that point. If you don't get 3 points, you have to look at the team.
The team, the manager, the fans, the ground staff, everybody. The dinner lady.
I'll be looking.
You have to look.
You guys finished, yeah? You guys done?
Yeah.
Thank you. Right. City in the FA Cup semi-final against Sheffield United. You fill up my senses. Big up Sheffield United, man.
2-0.
Listen, Sheffield. It's a lovely day out.
Huh? Is it?
Is it a full house?
Sheffield,
lovely day out
I just said Sheffield is doom and gloom.
What are we discussing here?
Because Sheffield United, mate,
City
second in the Championship.
City,
you know, Man City have other fish to fry.
City 4-0.
They could be second in the Bundesliga for all I care.
City.
I mean, to be fair, they probably could with the state of that league.
It's talking about.
Yeah.
They got Paul Heckingbottom.
Paul Palmer will get a goal for City as well before now.
All right, people are saying City. On the Sunday, because there's nothing happening on Saturday, let's be very clear. On the Sunday, however, you've got Newcastle United at home to Spurs.
That is a draw.
Draw.
Yeah, that's got a draw written all over it, doesn't it?
Massive.
Like a 2-2.
Yeah,
I I got Newcastle edging it, just about edging it,
Oh.
just about
Yeah,
edging it.
maybe.
Okay, the
Yeah.
other FA Cup semi-final is Brighton at home, not at home, Brighton and Hove against Manchester United, also at Wembley,
What day is that? Saturday.
Sunday.
Sunday.
You know
We'll
what?
be in Seville.
I fancy Brighton. You know,
Wow. I don't think we'd beat Brighton.
Didn't Brian
would
get
you
injured?
would you want to?
Matt could beat them.
Yeah, Brighton.
Not really.
Huh?
I don't think we'd beat City in the final.
Yeah, that's for damn sure.
I mean, if you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the raffle. You know what I mean?
All right.
I think Brighton have a bigger chance of beating City than we do right now,
You
especially
know
with our
what?
back four.
Do you know
I
what it is?
hear you. I hear you, so I do.
Mm.
I do hear you.
I think it's depending on what the result is between Sevilla, would the opposite will happen versus Brighton.
Because we'll be tired. We have to fly from Spain Friday morning, get back to Manchester, land, and then train Saturday and get a bus down from Manchester to London. That is
It's not even a
long.
point of going Manchester. You know, I just go straight to
There
London.
isn't.
Straight. Yeah. Right. That, people, wraps up this week's Top 4 podcast. The other fixture was Liverpool at home to Forest. I think, Chelsea are not playing and so on and so forth.
I mean, the last time.
Say again?
I swear Forest beat Liverpool last time.
They did.
Yeah.
That was when Forest were actually doing okay. They haven't done okay for a little while now. But yeah, that wraps up this week's Top 4 podcast. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe at Top 4 Podcast on YouTube, on SoundCloud, on Spotify, on Apple iTunes, on the YouTubes, on Twitter as well. We are there. Make sure you smash the like on this video. Thank you for joining us once again. We are out until next week when Arsenal are 7 points clear. Peace.